lady's got to tell us enough story about the Guardian this time.
Yeah, I'm a northern lass, and my husband used to work for BT, or as it was the old post office telephones back in the day. And it was just after the change from green vans to yellow vans.
I can't remember the green ones.
Oh yeah, they had green ones, they had yellow ones, then they went to white ones, and they've changed the logo so many different times. He's got little dinky toys, all the old liveries. But when he worked there as an apprentice, he went on the apprenticeship for British Telecom was phenomenal. They learned every aspect. They went in the exchanges, they went up telegraph poles, they went down the holes in the ground. But the most interesting thing was just after he married in 1972, he was actually in Guardian House, which was classified under the official secrets. Every BT employee used to sign the official secrets when they first started the apprenticeship. So he didn't speak much about it, but he used to when you went in during the day, you went down and down and down into these tunnels, and the walls were like the water was leaking through the walls then, because obviously in the 70s there was still a bit of a risk of nuclear holocaust, but it wasn't as bad as just after World War II. So it was just starting to, they were still keeping it maintained. They had a supply of tin food there, and the guys used to have to replenish it on a rolling basis, so it didn't go off.
Yeah.
So we used to get like beans and sausages in tins and stuff like that.
When they come up to the sell by date, you got them all, and
so
new stock went in.
Well, the funniest thing was one day come on, they're chucking all these bulbs out. We've got some light bulbs, love. We don't need to have to pay out for light bulbs. So first time the bulb went, he puts the bulb in, pop. Well, that's weird. Put another one in, pop. And then after about 3 bulbs, it dawned on him that all down there was in a lower voltage to help with the conservation of the electricity, obviously. So we were putting in like I got 40 watt bulbs, or 12 volt bulbs into a 40 watt system.
Yeah, 240 volt, boom.
Yeah. So that's my story about Guardian House.
No, it's pretty cool.
True
that
story.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hello and welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I've not muted on the screen, not muted down there. So, yeah, nice to see you all in. Great to see yous. Yeah. Anyone for a cup of tea? Yeah, that's my car at the moment, so things aren't looking good. But don't worry, I'm working on it. It's getting fixed, so yeah. Things happen, don't they? It's nice to see everyone just coming in and checking us out. Excellent to see us all. Yeah. So what have you all been up to? Like you see, I've been busy sorting my car out and Ecotechs. No, it's not an Ecotech. It's a Foxhall. Believe it or not. Great background, Will. Yeah. Do you want milk with your tea or coffee? What do you want? Yeah, let us know, please. I'll sort your brew out. The kettle's boiled, like you can see. Excellent to see you, mate. Also, what have I got? I've got this today, what came in the post. So, that's doing alright. It's not blurred or nothing, that one. Yeah, normally it just goes, can't see. But yeah, that's for me drone controller. The internal battery in this is no. So I've got to sort that out. Might do it live while doing a live stream. Don't know how it will go. Never done one before, and yeah, I'm not used to. Well, I am used to doing small, fragile work, but not since my stroke. Really, I'll try my best. Whoops. Oh, nice of you to join us, love. But yeah, you've done your work now. You can retire and go back to your house. Thank you. Yeah, so what I've been doing, well, yeah, I've been sorting my car out. So, what's happening with my car? Right, don't worry about my car at all. Everything's under control. So, yeah, I'm not asking for anything. What happened with my car? My thermostat it's gone basically, and the thermostat itself has got like a plug on it with 2 wires, and it threw up a light on the dashboard and saying it's no good. Don't want to play games today. Yeah, I'm just talking about it now. Yeah, the car. So yeah, listen to it and you'll find out. Yeah, so it threw up a light on the dashboard saying it's not great. So yeah, I was like the engine fan was on constantly, even though we've not drove it far. So we knew something was wrong. I threw it on the computer, a diagnostic machine. It came up the thermostat housing and stuff like that. That's no good. So today I had to open up the thermostat, do a quick bodge job so I could use the car, basically take out the spring part of the thermostat itself, so it opened the valve so it had flow. But before that, like I say, I was driving my car and I noticed a red light come on the dash saying, ah, yeah, something like that, yeah. Red light saying, stop, don't drive. So I pulled over as soon as I could, waited for the engine to cool down because loads of steam came out. This is when they took the picture. And basically, got it. The car has broken clutch. I'm on the case of fixing it as well soon. Yeah, excellent. It's the easy way to do it. It's yourself if you can. If you can. We've got a Pompeii in. We did have someone in the chat come up and disappear, but I'm sure they'll come back up. Gearbox is knackered on mine. Oh, that's no good. Bucharest guided tours. Nice of you to join us. Cheers. Just bought a new car. Yeah. So back to this, yeah. So I pulled over, popped the bonnet, seeing the steam coming out, waited for it to cool off. We're only around the corner from mine, so once it's cool enough, I drove it back home. Oh, before that, topped the water up, drove it home, got it outside my house and stripped it down and replaced the thermostat housing and the thermostat. Great news, the light went off, excellent. The fans stayed on. I was like, that's not right. So another look underneath the engine, I found out there's a water leak and it's, I don't know what you can actually see, but see this pipe here, there, yeah, see this pipe there, that goes down to like a plastic housing down here, which holds your temperature switch, and it was dripping from around there. So what I have to do today is take my battery out, take all the you can't see, can you? It's a bit hard. Take the battery out, take the fuse box out, and the fuse box is just there. Take the ECU out, move some wires and stuff, so I could get access down to this pipe here. Yeah, it's hard work this. Yeah, yeah, nice to join us, mate. So yeah, down there, I undone all the pipes, took the, like I say, heater switch out, thermostat, heat temp gauge out, or housing. Inspected that, thinking it might have been cracked because when it was overheated, there was pressure built in the system. So obviously, it's got to find the weakest point and come out there. I was thinking it might be a pipe or like I say, the thermostat, the temperature gauge housing that might have been cracked. So I took all that out. So yeah, and yeah, took it all out, inspected the housing. It don't look cracked. Inspected all the hoses. They don't look damaged at all. Should have bought an Nova. I got my Nova, don't you worry. Yeah. And like I say, this pipe that's coming over off, it's the overflow pipe or something. And when I took that off, the bit of it on the end was broken and the actual O-ring was damaged. So I managed to get a new O-ring. But now I'm just waiting for the pipe to come back. Should be here tomorrow. Fingers crossed it's not what's the engine that's this thing here right above my head. Fingers crossed I got lucky and yeah, that's where we are at the moment. But the worst part is someone's bought us a ticket for this weekend to a festival. Yeah, so it's got to be a good one. It's got to be a different video from my normal videos, but yeah, it should be alright. Should be enjoyable. I'll enjoy it anyway, by the sound of it. Right, so let's get introduce our first guest. Like always, it's Mr. Williams. Hello, Matt.
Hello, how you doing?
Alright, not too bad. Yeah, so that's the story about my car at the moment and where it is. So it's a bit of a race against time to get it sorted before the weekend, before I go to this event someone's bought me a ticket to.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So you've been up to that out?
What I've been up to, I drove up to Coventry today to take some equipment back because I helped somebody out putting a conference on the weekend. So they wanted a massive screen, so they paid for the hire. I drove up there and picked it up, and I had to drive back today and drop it back. So yeah.
It's alright drive though, yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm a bit tired now though, to be honest, because I started off about 10 o'clock, got back 6 o'clock. So good old few hours up there and back, 2.5 hours up, a couple of breaks on the way, 2.5 hours back, 6 hours of messing around. So yeah, I am tired now, so I'm having a drink.
Yeah, Steffi's going to the event as well, I believe. It's something to do with the name there. Some T420 event. I'm not too sure what that means, but I'm sure I'll find out. Anyway, should have a good day. Yeah. Be great to say hi to them all, know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I'm knackered as well, like I say. Trying to sort my bleeding card out and stuff like that. I bought a new battery for my controller. So need to fit that as well. Shouldn't be too hard. Famous words.
Yeah. Two wires. Not hard, is it? Just getting the right way round.
Yeah, it's not like a normal thing where you can just take the back off. You've got to strip the whole thing down.
Yeah. I'm having fun at the moment because somebody gave me a laptop that's playing up, so I'm going to reinstall Windows on it, but I've had to take the data off it. And they're using Windows Live Mail, which means I've got to migrate their emails through Outlook. Otherwise, they lose their emails, which I'm like, ugh. So, yeah, great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see couple of screws there.
Where?
There's one there. And same on this side.
Yeah, all you got to do is go on YouTube and have a look at DJI remote teardown. If you type in the word teardown, it'll basically show you every screw you take off and everything you take off and how you take it apart.
Yeah.
So you can just follow the step-by-step instructions then.
I did have a quick look on YouTube, tell you the truth. So, yeah. I might give it a go now. Do it live on the channel. So last week it was science and today's fixing channel. Something different. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
You can, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really see the chats at the moment because the angle of it. Yeah. So I've got a little bit here. No, it's not the right type of tool to do it like, but it does fit.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I'm taking these 2 screws out.
So he's basically buggering around with a controller instead of concentrating on his live stream. And I am simultaneously running a virtual machine with a copy of Windows 7 32-bit on it and trying to load in files. So you can tell it's going to be a good show tonight.
Yeah, just like I say, I'm going to be busy tomorrow, sort of like doing my car out as well, so I've got to try and fit things in.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you saying tonight? Don't worry, I'll still keep the chat in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fit a new battery, yeah. Have a go, good one. Will and Matt and Secret Vault. Yep, nice one, mate. So DIY with, yep, tonight.
Do you know what? I can't remember how to share a bloody the USB on a virtual drive. Can't remember how to bloody do it. I have to go and have a look for instructions on how to do it now. So
On a
infrequent.
virtual drive, do you mean like a cloud or something? Is that a virtual drive? Something that's in the internet?
Yeah, I'm running a virtual machine within a machine. So I've got another copy of Windows running inside Windows, but you can have anything. You can have Linux, Windows, Macintosh, but you run it inside a window, and then you can get access to the things that you need inside that software that you can only get in that software. But because it builds a virtual machine, it's like locked in. It's like inside a box, and it doesn't really talk to the world. So you kind of have to like make these little holes in the wall so it can see the hard drive, it can see your CD-ROM drive, it can see a USB and things like that. They're probably all going to be screaming in the comments now. You do it like this. You do it like this, and it's like, oh God, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I was just checking the system to see if it's got any.
Put them in a little pot there, like you see. I've got a few little pots. That's the first one.
He didn't listen to a word I said.
Yes, I did. You got to upload it and this and that in different files, and then put it. Yeah, something like that.
That's the one. That was the one. Yeah, that's the one.
I was listening. I was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bastard thing says it can't detect my USB drive. Fucker. Why is that then? Oh, don't know. Anyway,
What's that? Your computer's not detecting it, or
the
server?
virtual drive. The
virtual drive.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to work out how the frig do I get these files off the stick into the virtual drive?
That comes out.
Bollocks.
I'll throw that in the same little tub. And the way I got that out is see where I've took the screw out, put a little flat screwdriver in there, and just flicked it out.
Don't want to flick it out, mate. Yeah. Yeah, we're in our own little worlds here, folks. I'm just playing with settings to just try and get it working. So how is everybody anyway? Anybody ever played with a virtual machine or virtualized? Have you ever used a virtual server where you've got like 20 machines inside one machine and you can connect into each one of them, you know, and then you use the hosting software to kind of control who's got how much access to how many processors and how much memory have they got access to and what speed they can have and things like that. And you can kick them off, you can flick them off and, you know, get rid of people and all that. Have you ever tried any of that shit?
No, I've not. That's all way above me capabilities on a computer.
Any MOD or military explorers plan, gents? Maybe a return to old explorers to rattle
Pardon me?
MOD cages. I have got something planned.
Oops.
Which actually would be quite simple. And if I just keep remembering I have to do it, maybe I can do it. Yeah, I'm going to go and have a look at somewhere that I like. And I'm going to tour around doing a walk around, you know, and take you on the walk. It'll be quite a long walk. And it'll be a very detailed video. Yeah.
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 I believe what you got to do now is pull this back panel off. Your back panel. That can be a bit awkward, especially when you got no fingernails.
You do realise that
I'll jump back to that in a minute.
I was going to say, if you're doing that on the live stream now, you realise that you're likely to not be taking care and you'll end up damaging it. You want to focus 100% on it, really, because it's like if you cock it up in the middle of doing this, you'll be kicking yourself, and when you'll be like, Jesus, I shouldn't have bloody played with it, no bastard.
It should be all right. Know what I mean? Like I say, there's little bits that I need to concentrate on when to do. I can't read the chat, but when I do read the chat, I'm not concentrating on that, am I? So, something about your motorbike there, is it? Boats, mountain bike.
No, I'm not going to do it. Yes, the boat's coming up soon, hopefully, he says. But yeah, I haven't actually got... that's how you do it, of course, isn't it? Idiot. Yeah, there it is. Let me add a USB controller to the system.
Yeah, you got to turn the power off first. I like that joke. I hope it's a joke.
Fire up my virtual machine and then see what happens. Might have a USB drive on it now, which is what I've been trying to do for about the last bloody half an hour.
So it's nearly up and running then, your thing, boat or whatever it was you just mentioned.
I've repaired the hull of it so it doesn't leak, because it was leaking out of the tubes. So I've repaired that. It's held. That's been tested now over about a month, so it hasn't lost any air, and you know, it's kind of seems to be okay. It's just the engine now. And somebody's come to me and said they've got a boat challenge they want to do in 2 or 3 days' time. And I'm like, yeah, but I haven't really had it out to test the engine. And they're like, oh, yeah, well. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go again.
So he's taken it out, or is that your major test run with them in it?
Yeah, but I got a spare engine, but it is a little piddly engine, you know, but it might be enough to get us home in an emergency. Little piddly engine, but yeah.
So you're taking that one as well?
No, I'm taking the engine on the bigger boat, the spare engine. So we'll have 2 engines. We'll have the main engine and we'll have a spare that I can put on the back if we get into shit.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you. So you're taking like 2?
Yeah, because you do need the bigger boat really for what we're going to be attempting. So come on now, please let there be a USB drive there.
There it is,
No.
clicked off.
No USB drive. You wanker.
Clicked off now. No clicks broken.
That's good.
Like you see. So this is stuff I used to do all the time. But then I used to like work on the circuit boards inside, you know what I mean? And that's where my soldering and my fine details can't really work, I don't think. I'm just trying this, see whether I can actually do it. Right, so that's that pot with them screws. Coming up to the next one now. So new pot, new screws.
Is everyone enjoying this so far? You must take the boat to Anglesey. Bloody hell. There's a road that goes to Anglesey. You don't have to bother, mate.
Oh, Carl's in the house. You alright, mate? Not seen you for about a week, 3 weeks. Yeah?
Yeah, it's been so peaceful without Cal. It's been like amazing. Yeah, it's been so nice.
Yeah.
I've been like, oh God, all those things I was planning to do but couldn't do them because Cal was in the chat, and I was like, oh, I can't do them now. All those explores I was going to go on, and I couldn't do it because Cal needed me to be there in the chat. So yeah, just joking, but yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's these two screws now you unscrew. Don't know if you can see. Right in this corner is a Phillips screw in each corner.
Oh,
one
right,
there
right.
and one in the other.
Yeah. So it's going to be one of those nights tonight, folks, I think. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having a drink and repairing stuff they've been putting off repairing for absolutely ages. I hope you're all repairing your stuff on the show with us tonight.
Well, it has been a repairing day for me today. Not what I mean. Right, that's them two out now. And I'm trying to remember. Let's see who else is in the chat. Wow, I'm just trying to remember what's next is on it. Yep. A few more people have joined in. Cool, nice to see people. Yep. Yeah, I've done a video as well of changing my thermostat. So if you're interested in watching that, I don't know whether you'll be or not. But I believe this now just... Wait, I've got to take this ribbon out to connect the screen. I believe it's just a matter of popping the top off now. Carefully. There's a click. Definitely click from there. And before I do that, see these little plugs, like plugs here for your controller, that needs unplugging.
Good stuff. All I want to really do is like copy the files into this virtual machine. And I'm just like, unless I go and watch a video on, which is going to be like taking me away from the live stream, I can't really remember how to do it. I've added USB support. I've added the USB drive. I've pointed at the USB drive. I've added this. I've added that. And nothing at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've just unplugged them. Now I've got to pull the top off like I was doing before. Just seeing where it's clicking from, because it clicks from one side quite easy. And then the other. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Just clicks off. So yeah, glad I unplugged them first, else it would be ripping things out. So now we're getting somewhere. There's a battery compartment, and you've got some sort of circuit board at the top here. Needs replacing. Taking off, should I say. There's 3 screws. The video I've seen of it actually said there's 4 screws. But I'll show you the screws. 1 there. 2 there. The third one on the video I seen was there. And then there's the other one there, but no screw in that one for some reason. Unless it's a different setup inside. Can't see him saving money by not putting 1 screw in. Oh, these are quite tight. I'm going to put these ones in a different container now. So therefore I can't get mixed up.
Oh, it's bugging me. See, I should just like put it to sleep now and just deal with
Soundtrack
it
in the
later.
background.
Right. Okay. I've turned it off.
Like watching
Turned
Blue
it off.
Peter.
Oh.
It's something different. I know it's not normal what we're into, or you're into, but try something different. Hopefully I remember how to put it back together. Well, it's on the live stream, so I could always watch it back if I get stuck. Will's good, he knows his stuff, what he's doing. Yeah, hopefully I do. I like to think I do anyway. Still works after all this. What are you doing to your drone? What's the problem and the reason for taking it apart? The internal battery, I'm replacing it for this one, because when I tested it, or when I was flying it the other day, I was flying it for about 5-10 minutes. No, 6 minutes, and it returned to home. The screen went blank. The screen went off. And yeah, I brought it home, charged the controller up again, made sure it's full. And it went the same way. I flew it again. It lasted for 5 minutes. So I take it to the internal battery that's faulty on the controller. So that's why I'm changing it.
I believe if you have a power bank with you, you can do 2
Say that
things.
again, Matt. You're breaking up each time you lean forward.
Sorry. Is that right now?
You are now.
Yeah, sorry, I was squeaking the camera into a better angle.
You believe if you
Right. If you've got a power bank with you, you can plug it into the side port and charge whilst you're flying.
You can do, but you can't see your screen then, what you're recording, because you need to plug it into your screen to see what you're flying with this.
Yeah.
And that's what you plug your power bank into.
Yeah. No.
And
no. There should be a port on the bottom as well.
this is the first mini. There's no port on the bottom.
There's none.
No, just the one on the side.
Are you sure there's no USB on the bottom? Turn it upside down. No, the other. Flip it over the other way. Face me. Now again. That's it. Yeah. No. There's something there, or are they just holes?
Where?
Can you see them at the bottom, in the middle?
Wait,
Here's
the panel. Here's the panel that goes over there, Matt. Look. There's a panel that goes over it.
It doesn't have it on those. Yeah, shit. Hang on, I'll have a look at mine now because I got one for a Mavic Mini. Oh, you're right, it doesn't have it. Oh yeah, mine doesn't either.
No.
Yeah. Sorry. Not really sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Let's have a look then on the bigger one, right? This is the new one I got. Yeah, it's all built in, but it does have a port. And the old ones for the Mavic 2s, they have the side port and they have a bottom port as well. So you can keep it charged whilst you're flying if you want to. But yeah, they don't have it on the minis. Yeah, you're right. And they are shit batteries.
Bring your phone battery.
To be honest, DJI remote controllers are crap. I mean, you might get 2 or 3 flights out of them and then they're dead. So even if you've got 10 batteries, your remote controller's dead. You can't fly because that's dead. You know? You can't put batteries in the radio controller. You just got to sit there and charge it up.
That's what I was thinking about Carl when he bought so many batteries for his drone. I was like, why you bought so many batteries? Because your controller won't last so long. And apparently, it sounds like he might have had the same problem with his controller, and that's how he's lost it. Something to do with that. So yeah, we're just getting a few messages and people joining in now. New comment, T-Dog, yeah. Also, we've got next guest in. It's Mr. John. Hello, Mr. John. Welcome home.
Yeah. Hello.
Like your house, you're here every Tuesday with us all.
You should swap us over, Will, because I'm looking in the wrong direction all the time.
Boom.
There we go.
Sorted.
There you go. It looks like I'm your mate now. Look, I'm really attentively looking at you.
That's it. I've got to remember to look away from you now, so it looks like I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's one of them ones there. I think it's down that way, isn't it? Towards John. Yeah. John's down there.
You're very quiet as well, John. Turn yourself up.
One moment.
Bitch. I'm back on it again, see, folks. Remember I said I'm not going to touch it? I just looked up a little help file and I was like reading it. It was like, oh, it is that. Well, I did that earlier on. It didn't seem to work. Blah, 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 blah. So it's like,
is that better?
That's better.
Yeah.
Forgot to plug the other mic in. Now I can go. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Oh yeah, I did see that one myself. You see that one, Matt? Jordan's B-face video.
That car elevator. No, I haven't seen that yet.
Basically done an explore on the car park. It's one where you drive into a lift and the lift takes the car up to a certain level and drives out. It's quite an interesting video. But when he was doing that, I thought, bleeding hell. I've left a comment in these comments saying, yeah, it looks great and all that. Basically, what I said is, great video. I would hate to be an electric car owner to be in there if they decide to let the battery go. Because, i.e., you're in a lift. There's no way of getting out of the lift. And you know how quick them electric cars give off smoke and fire and flames. Yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it, really? How scared it would be. and it actually replied saying there's no ventilation in the actual lift chambers apart from the gaps in the doors. What gets pushed out through the lift going up and down. But yeah, it was a great video, I thought. And when I was looking at it and thinking, with electric cars these days, and there's a fire in there, I wouldn't like to be in there. Even if a normal car, wouldn't like to be trapped in a lift with a car on fire. If you think about it, you're in a death box, aren't you? No way of
You
getting
would
out.
be. But then again, I mean, let's face it. What do they tell you about lifts? You know, those
Don't
sorts of goods lifts, don't go in them when you're transporting stuff.
Yeah, but if you're in the car, say you sit in the car, aren't you supposed to drive in and press your go and what floor you go? Then it lifts, takes you up. So it's a bit, yeah. But saying that, you got to remember, them lifts were invented before the electric cars came into popularity now more often, if you understand what I'm saying. That lift
Well,
was probably designed about 2000, and electric cars have started coming out a lot more recently, a load more.
To be honest, you've still got the same sort of shit. If you had a petrol leak and it's set on fire in the lift from a petrol car, it's just as lethal.
That's what I said, yeah. As well,
Alright.
I said, never mind, just electric.
Shows
Did mention the petrol one.
Shows how much I was listening. Sorry.
Yeah, you say I wasn't listening to you as well. Well, what goes round comes around, Matt. Yeah. So yeah,
Ooh.
we're friends.
I wish you would come round.
I need my car fixed before I can come round. Yeah.
Come round. Seriously, come round, mate. Come round long time. This fucking thing is not working. I did do the right thing. It's just not actually working. It's not me. It is not happy. So it's not me.
Yeah. I'm not too sure if there's any hatches or nothing.
What's the matter with your computer then, Matt?
I'm running a virtual drive to get somebody's emails migrated across, but the software won't install on Windows 10 because it was designed for Windows 7 only, and it bugs out on Windows 10. So to migrate their emails from this piece of software, I've got to run Windows 7, so I'm running a virtual machine. Now, I've got that up and running. Windows 7 is on there. The software's on there. Now I need to load in their emails so I can migrate them to Outlook, so I can take it back off the machine and put it onto Outlook for them. So say, don't use that software because it's not helping you, There you go. But yeah, I can't get it to fucking see the bloody USB drive. Sorry.
Does it have
Virtual
to be Windows
machine.
7? Is it Windows 7 you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah, it has to be Windows 7. And I got a funny feeling because I didn't get it to install on 64-bit Windows 7. It's only 32-bit Windows 7 it worked on. So I've installed Windows 7 64, Windows XP, that wouldn't take it, Windows 7 32. Ta-da! So it's been an interesting night. Yeah. All of this.
And it's not working on a generic driver for the USB.
No, it just doesn't see it. No, you can see the CD drive, but the thing is, it's a 10 gig file. So I'm like, okay, do I just say screw it? The USB is not working, and just get it to share a network drive? Well, I haven't quite worked out how to do that because bloody virtual drive is working on an unusual IP range, so it's not working in the same universe as my my network. And I tried switching it over to the same IP range as my network, and it just went, nah. Must be something to do with virtual drive. I don't know. I'm going to try it again now. I'm going to actually try seeing whether I can get it to share working. Anyway, this is all gobbledygook to people, but yeah.
I'm just trying to rack my brains for you.
Yeah. Oh, we are. I told it to install 2 virtual network cards. There's 2 virtual network cards. Now the second network card, I can put it on the range of my normal IP. and the two then should bridge. Let's see.
That's different.
Just have a quick look now. Oh. Yeah, mate. There's people coming in.
Do you know what? I just remembered now. The only other way to do it is to increase the subnet mask. On card 1. Because you know when you set up your IPs, this is sorry about this, folks. You know when you set up your IPs, you have your IP address for the machine, you have a gateway, you have a DNS server, and then you have a subnet mask. Do you know what the subnet mask is for?
No.
Right. You can have any address for your IP, any address for your gateway, right? But the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Do you know what that means? That 255.255.255.0.
Not offhand. It's just
right. Okay.
generic, isn't it?
Well, yeah. You think, well, what's that? Well, what that does is it locks it down so that your machine only lives on 255 IP addresses of that range. When you bump up to the next number in the range, it won't see that network. Yeah. Now, if you wanted to see that network, you could go. I think it's 255.255.255.
I1. Not one.
What is it? It's weird how it calculates it as well, because it's not how you think it is, right? It's actually done in like, what's it called, an octet or something? And you have to calculate the number and put that in as a subnet mask. But if you want to make it like everything can be seen, I think it's 255.255.255.255, and then it'll see the whole of the internet then, including your machine, if that makes sense. But you only want it to see your network. That's what, you don't want it to kind of like your network to be available to the internet.
Right. Update on what I'm doing.
Yeah, what are you doing?
1 minute.
I deal with it.
Yeah, well, he's saying
people make it work.
Make my subnet 1 and make the NAT 2. Well, the trouble is the virtual machine is set up to work on 10.0.2.1. So it's not exactly standard. It's that weird 10 range, and of course my home router is 192.168.1.1. So I have to bridge them. So
basically, John, I'm fitting a new battery to my DJI drone mini one.
Okay.
And there's a new battery for it.
Nice.
I've stripped most of it down. I've just took these 3 screws out and pulled this circuit board off, which controls the record button and your picture button on and off and return to home function. There's some sort of ribbon on here now.
Yeah.
And that goes through this battery holder. And if you look on where the ribbon is, it's glued in. So don't want to pull it off just yet. But there's 4 screws. One there. One over there. And if you lift that up, this is why you need to unscrew that. There's another 2 screws just behind it. One on that side. And then one on this side. And hopefully once you release that, it might give you enough access on the belt to access the battery to swap it over. You've got a plug here. Plug there to unplug for your battery.
Yeah.
And you got a plug here. I don't know whether you have to unplug that. I'm not too sure.
Should only be one.
Yeah, I don't think you have to unplug that for something. That might be for your GPS or something. It looks like a sensor in there for something. Not too sure. Right, so I'm going to undo them 4 screws and go from there.
That's Matt. I take it you've you've tried to update the USB drivers.
It's weird because it's a virtual system. The drivers are built into it, so it will automatically detect them and install them. Yeah.
Can you not install them into the virtual drive?
Duck goes quack with saying that on the screen. I put it up for you now.
If just use compatibility mode.
Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, it does, but I don't think it'll work because most of the time it bloody well doesn't.
No, I mean, if this was an actual real machine, I would have no problem connecting a USB, no problem connecting to the network. It's a virtual machine. It's a machine within my machine. And it's kind of locked from talking to the outside world. And you have to open these little ports and you have to like be able to peer out into the machine you're living inside like that. That's the hard bit because it's walled off. So,
Max,
yeah.
asking you a question there. It's on the screen. Hopefully, Richard. Yeah, no swearing while I'm doing this.
that don't make no sense. I mean, it's Windows 7 installed on a virtual machine. It's not compatible. There's no compatibility. It's an actual machine. It's running as Windows 7. There's no compatibility with it. You know, I don't know if you understand. Have you tried running virtual machines before? I have done this. I just don't know why it's not working on this machine. It might be a weird quirk with this machine. I've literally told it to point out through the network before and got shares. I've told it to look. I've managed to do. It can see the CD-ROM drive, so I'm in the right ballpark because it can see the CD-ROM drive, but it don't want to see the USB drive for some weird reason. It's like no.
Matt, have you tried? Have you tried to plug forget about having the actual virtual machine on, so it's not. So just plug the USB in, then turn the virtual, then put the virtual software on it, and then load up the machine you're using to see if it then detects it.
Well, the files that I need are already on the machine that I'm working on, but there's no like file app that will allow me to transfer them into the file system of the virtual machine. You have to do it from inside the virtual machine.
Yeah.
I don't know any other way to do it. I mean, if I could mount the drive, mount the virtual machine drive on my normal system to go into it and just drop files into it, brilliant. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm gonna have to watch some videos. Every time I do this, I have to watch a video and I have to go like that, and it's like, yeah. But I have done this in the past. It's not been so hard. But anyway, there we are. It didn't, by the way, it didn't see my other system through the network. I'm just thinking of maybe if I just make the subnet completely wide, then it's going to see everything that's on my network. You're not supposed to do this, by the way, because it slows down your network, but it's only a virtual machine, so it doesn't matter, But if you make the subnet completely wide, it'll see everything. It won't just see the own little network you're on. It'll see the whole internet, but you're not supposed to do it, but I will do it nonetheless.
I find it strange that it's not detecting the USB.
Yeah.
Because I'll take it you go into like the you go into your virtual machine, go into the library part of it, and then you click on the settings, and it should be there on the removable devices.
Yeah, the subnet mask is a 32-bit number, which is created by setting all the host bits to zeros and setting all the network bits to ones. So it's this weird number. You have to actually create it. But I think, what is it? 2550. All right. See, if you do 255.255.250, it means the device can connect to any other device on your network with an IP address containing identical values in the first 3 octets. So
That's not above my head, that bit.
Ah, right. Update. Sorry, Matt. Back to my fixed part. What I've done, like I say, I've loosened the 4 screws off. Tried pulling this off, but it's stuck down. I was like, why is it stuck? But with a little bit of force, there's a bit of tape underneath there. I don't know if you can see. That's holding it on.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got to just flick that tape off. And hopefully that gives us access to going up. Some double-sided sticky tape. It's coming. She's got to be careful doing it. Because of that ribbon as well. There's a ribbon that's holding in place with some glue. Right, so that's the ribbon out now. The ribbon there, the battery holder there, disconnected. That's it. I can fold it down now. And if you look carefully, there's that ribbon that I was talking about that I didn't want to disconnect. Just there. Where the white bit is. But now, I believe the battery's stuck in again with some more tape. So I've got to pierce that one out. Pry that one out, should say, not pierce. Carefully without damaging the ribbon or losing these white little buttons. So can't forget that. That's for the camera. Right, so that's where we are at the moment. Back to full screen and comments. Sorry everyone. I'll get back to the messages now. Yeah, they're talking about the computer, aren't they, mainly there, Matt?
You can get software for USB 3 on Windows 7, I think.
No, that's facts, my mate. Yeah, mate, nice of you to join us.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I could install Windows 7 on the laptop there that and put it all on that. I'm trying to, save myself time, but by trying to save myself time, I'm actually taking hours and hours and hours longer to do it because I'm refusing to do let's get a machine, let's install Windows on it, let's put the files on it, let's transfer all the files across, and then get them off on the stick, and then reinstall that machine. I'm doing it virtually, but virtually is like a fucking nightmare. But yes, I get you. Yeah, I could do that, but that's the old school way. That is the very one machine, one purpose, one connection, one. I'm trying to broadcast to you, and I've had 3 virtual machines open, whilst I'm talking to you. It's a bit more advanced, but I want to kind of do it this way because there's a benefit to kind of not having to physically install a machine and bugger about with the machine being slow and all the quirks and then all the drivers you need to put on to get that machine to work. Use a virtual machine. You can get the virtual machine installed within about 10 minutes and it's ready to go. But it's just, how do you get the bloody files in and out of it? Yeah, that's the problem. So this is a more refined way of being able to play around with things rather than doing the standard way, which is just don't fuck around, get an old box or get the machine and install the operating system on the machine. This is I'm trying to kind of do it this way. So I'm teaching myself as well as frustrating the fuck out of myself. Yeah. But yeah.
Right, that double-sided sticky tape that I pulled off before, holding it all on. Yeah, that's wrapped around the battery, so that's holding it all in place. So we need to work the battery out bit by bit.
Oh, see.
Oh, there it goes.
If I wasn't streaming here now, I could change my main machine to the IP range of the virtual network, but I can't because it'll disconnect me from the stream, so I can't do that. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
So hopefully put this new one in.
fucking things.
And we should all be good. Make sure we get the plug in the right way as well. Because you don't want to plug it in the wrong way. You can't plug it in the wrong way either. Right, that's good.
What have you been up to then, John?
No, I've just been working, to be fair. I haven't really done much at all. I didn't get a chance over the bank holiday. Yeah, very frustrated, but I'll be all right. I'll get there. I want to get out and do something, but I just haven't had a chance, you know. Yeah, been a pain in the arse, to be fair. But yeah.
That's the way it went.
I do need to finish editing, so I've got a few bits to edit, so I think I'll do that tomorrow.
That little trick I told you has been working really well for me. I've got the files, like 3 cameras to edit in Resolve, and they're 4K, you know, plus there's the PowerPoint file, so you've got 4 cameras effectively, and it just runs like this if you have it in 4K. So if you click that cog and turn it down to 720p, runs 60 frames a second.
Nice.
And then when you go to render, you just switch it back up to 4K before the render. So you do all your work and then just switch it to 4K and then render. But like keep the machine, you know, keep the brain of Resolve down in 720p, and it's a lot smoother.
I keep seeing loads of shorts for DaVinci. It's really good. It's like they just keep popping up. I'm like, oh, yep, I'll watch that. Just little, you know, just little bits, how to speed things up, how to do the best, if you're going to load it to YouTube as well. Literally what to work in, and then just off you go, done. I'm like, oh, it just keeps giving. It's that gift.
Yeah, it's definitely good. And I still have kind of, when I've been, you know, there's a problem and it's like, oh shit, you know, I was starting to sort of like bang my head against the wall, and I was like, nah. And then I found a solution for it. I still haven't gone back to doing some things I could just do really easily in Premiere, because I don't want to. I want to force myself. It's like with this virtual thing now. I want to force myself to do it a different way to learn, rather than going, oh, it's too much effort. Let's go back to doing it the way I know how to do it. Let's do it like this, because ultimately the end rewards are going to be better. You know, so yeah.
Adrian there. Hello, Adrian. Nice of you to join us.
Hello, Adrian. I've just got to. Oh, where's that gone then? Oh, yeah. I've just got to bite the bullet and just start using it more. You know, not be afraid to screw it up.
Yeah, nocturnal frequencies in as well.
Yeah, nocturnal. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to say hello. Yeah.
You get into those, like, you get into that, like, I'm going to edit like this because I know how to do it, and I don't want to do anything else with it. But you're thinking, no, I'll make it better. I've got to try it. I've got to try it. So yeah.
I mean, I tell you, oh, go on.
Oops. I'm just saying hello to everyone who's came in the house and in the chat that I've missed.
He makes a good point there. Burn it to a couple of DVDs. I have had that thought because I can split the file. I can split an RAR between 4 gig, 2 gig, and I can just load those up. And it's like, but it's kind of, I'm working. I could do that because I can see the drive. As you said, you pointed out a very good point. I can see the drive and I've been using it.
Matt, you've got these files. You want to put them into the Windows 7 so you can then use whatever software it is to open them. Yeah, is that right?
I'm just
But
at
how
the brainwave.
How come your virtual drive doesn't show the files? Because you should be able to get the files from your, because it's on the same machine basically. I know it's not on the same machine.
It's a walled thing. A virtual drive has its own hard drive file.
But surely you can share. You can make a shared file on your actual machine, so it will share with your virtual drive.
Yes, but the thing is, they're on different IP ranges. The virtual machine works on 10.0.2 whatever, and my main system is on 192.168.1.1 is the router.
Yeah,
So what I would have to do if I change my master system now to meet the virtual drive on 10.0.2 whatever, I'll be bumped off here.
Right.
So so guess what I just thought of? I've installed all these virtual machines from ISO files that I've created from CD-ROMs of Windows 7 CD-ROM. I created it into an ISO, and you can point it at the ISO to install the operating system. Great. So I've done all that, but it won't see my folders on my main machine. So I'm thinking, hang on, why don't I just create an ISO file of the files I want and mount that?
It will show on the virtual drive.
It's already done that several times this evening. That's not a problem. It doesn't mind mounting virtual drives, virtual hard drives, but they've got to be ISOs or virtual hard drive files. But it doesn't like going pitching into my system, because then that would be like a doorway. Imagine like a hacker who was able to kind of like take the door off and then go in and then take another door off and get in. It's getting into your main system, which is what they try to avoid because it's like walled in, so I'm going to try that after I get some beers, because the more beer I drink, the easier that this solution is going to come to me, I think, because I'm fucking stressing out and it's just no point stressing out over it. More beer, I think, is required. I'll be back now.
Virtual drive is not the same as physical drive. You can have more than one virtual drive.
That is right, yeah.
Yeah, but I'd have to create them using the software, which I don't know how to do, a separate virtual drive to get files into it. All I want to do is create a virtual file drive and copy files into it, but they don't give you a file explorer that allows you to bridge the gap. Like, it's like, imagine there's a firewall, there's a river of fire. Your virtual machine's over here. There's a wall of fire, and over there is your own machine, and it won't let you go through that. You try and poke holes and make gaps in it and things, but like I've tried it with USB, I've tried it with hard drives. It went nope. Just tried it with a network. It went nope. So what I'll do is I'll create an ISO file and mount it, because that works. I've already tried that several times this evening, and that fucking works. Right. Anyway, I'll stop you boring and get some more beer.
That'll take a while, won't it?
Right.
No, it's only 10. It's only 10 gigs. It'll take seconds to create an ISO file. I just thought of it now. Hang on.
Right. Okay. Update on the drone controller battery replacement. I've installed the battery controller. Put these 4 screws back in. Yeah. I've plugged. Oh, don't know what you say. 1, 2, and there's one behind this board up here. One on this side here, and one on the other side there somewhere. Now I've got to put that little button back in up here that fell out. and then I can screw this panel back on.
Nice. Oh, hopefully it works.
So yes, hopefully it's not too far off now. I did have a little bit of problem getting that belt, the battery plug in, but sorted now.
It's all fiddly, isn't it?
Yeah, but I used to be able to do this dead easy, know what I mean? But it's a lot harder for me at the moment because I've not got the ability in my hand like I used to.
Right, Matt's back. I've got to go for a slash.
Button, yeah. Get this button in, and then get the panel back on.
I reckon I'm onto something, yeah. I'm going to fucking have this sauce now in a few minutes. Right. Anyway. Doggy's here wanting food, look.
How is Angel?
It's all right. She stayed at a mate's and she must have eaten something in the back garden because she threw up. And the shit today looked like it was a load of earth. So I think she literally just like started eating earth because the shit, it came out like normal brown color, then it came out like a load of earth.
You don't think she's panic eating, do you?
Might be, yeah.
Do dogs do that?
Mm.
Panic eat when the owner's not about. I don't know. Just a thought there.
She's pretty stupid. She's eating plastic bags and containers and all sorts of stuff, and it comes out in a shit. She's just a crazy dog, really, that likes eating anything she can get her hands on.
Yeah. Do you get someone else in the chat there? I missed.
Ducks,
Not too
yes.
sure.
I can mount an ISO inside Windows 11. Yep, not a problem. I'm not using Windows 10 or 11. Well, I'm using Windows 10. I'm using Windows 10 and running a virtual machine inside it. So I'm not actually needing to mount. I could mount an ISO in, and it would appear as a drive letter in Windows 10. Not a problem. What I'm trying to do is see the file system. Oh, fucking hell. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to mount that ISO file inside the virtual machine because it does allow that. Yeah.
Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, hopefully it'll work. Just an update on this control panel. That how I said there should be 4 screws in this panel, but in mine there's only 3. Yeah. I've looked on the where the 4th one goes, and yeah, there should be another. There's a screw holder there. So how much are they saving by not putting 1 screw in out of 4? Don't make sense, does it? Won't make much saving that. If there's billions of them, yeah, but not a couple of million. Can't save that much money, can they? Them screws can't be a penny each. No way. Yeah, so I'm putting them 3 screws back together, and then it's a matter of clipping it together, and probably charging up then. Don't even know where it's charged up, to tell you the truth. Should have some sort of charge in it.
Matt, Lorenzo Sinclair has said, Matt, set up pfSense router in a virtual machine that will enable you to connect to several subnets without breaking your stream.
That would be great, but I need to do it now. And pfSense router is something that requires, like you say, a virtual machine. Then you've got to run the ISO for pfSense because it's its own operating system. So I've got to create all of that. And as you will well know, right, running, soft walls, as they're called, like soft walls, which are virtual routers, yeah, to handle traffic. You've got to really know what you're doing, and it takes a long time. It's not an instantaneous fix, which is what I want right now. So, yes. And do I really need to do that just to get some files in? You know what I mean? It's like taking a bloody rocket launcher to, I don't know, to start a bonfire. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's well over the top for what you're saying. But yeah.
What Richard's there saying is 25% less screws is on that one panel. Why didn't they do the same on the battery holder? Just put one, miss out one screw there. Know what I mean? That's another 25% of screws they've saved on the battery holder then. It's just weird how they not put that one on. Do you reckon it was put together by a machine or a robot? And if it's machine, the screw might have fell out before it actually screwed it in. And it was just screwing fresh air in, maybe. I don't know. No loose screws in there. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit
There's the
mysterious.
solution. Yeah.
Yep. No. No. Yeah, put my camera button in, but now the other side rubber's fell out somewhere. There it is. Lucky enough, it's fell out in the controller. So let's do that now. We'll have to unscrew that and redo this part.
Oi, stinkhead.
Problem, you need a can
Have
of
a
beer.
nothing.
That sounds good. I'll have a first drink of
I ain't got
mine tonight.
nothing. I'm so sorry. I've got nothing. It's all gone. You had it. You had all the bits. No need to be stressed.
Oh, you know what?
No, she's stressed.
That hit the
Then
spot.
need more stuff.
That actually hit the spot.
Oh,
Enjoyed that amount. Nice, refreshing beer it was. It felt like.
I can see the stress in her because she's like, more happy.
Yeah, you can't lose your rubber, can you? Yeah. Yeah, losing rubber and making contact is no good, is it, really? Because things happen.
You can't have any because there's nothing left. Anyway, we're all having 3 different conversations here, so it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we're all our own little virtual machines inside StreamYard, and we're firewalled, so we are not talking the same language to each other. Yeah.
I know we're all talking different subjects, and yeah, it's good though how we're communicating through different things we're talking about. Because I ain't got a clue about computers or nothing, so I'll let you talk about that. And when I have updates on my controller, I'll come back in.
Do that. Sorry. Wait. No, stop it.
I think Matt's way above what I can do. I'll probably work it out.
Power ISO, is that free? That creates ISO files. Right, I'm going to download it. Is it free? Buy now. Fuck off. How much is it? 39 quid? Fuck you. Eat shit. I'm not having that. Free. Free.
Aye. Come on. Looks like I'll have to take it all off and try to squeeze it in. But it's not quite going in the hole. Yeah. You just don't like it when it's not right in the hole, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, got my rubber now. Yeah. I'm just sticking that where it's supposed to go, and hopefully it goes in the hole.
I feel left out. I need to build something.
What, your turn now? Yeah, find something and fix it while on the live.
Yeah, I'll start fixing a mower.
Yeah, I've got to pick it. This is fiddly this part. Because get one in, the other one comes out. Yeah, okay, get it sorted, don't worry. Well, you can talk. You won't break my concentration.
No, I'm just listening.
I should have done this on camera, but saying that, my DJI Mini Pocket, or I should have say Pocket, is not the best for picking up delicate work, is it? Or close-up film image. I think that might be in the wrong way.
Sorry. I'm really
Yeah, it
close
was.
now.
Them little rubbers only go in one way into the buttons. So what I'll do, I'll flick the button part in first, then flick the down into place.
Here we go. It's writing the data to an ISO file. I think I'm 50% of the way there, folks. Fuck, I wish I'd thought of this earlier on.
What a nightmare.
I'd say I'm about 20% left on building this controller back up now. I've got the rubbers in the holes, and I'm just giving them a good screw, these good 3 screws in the panel now. And that should hold it all together.
All right, Carl. I see you there.
What are you scratching the door for?
Yeah, Neil, I'd like to do that. I've got no pulling stuff beyond the bar, mate. I've never got round to sorting it really. Bit of a nightmare, but you know.
Wait. No. Oh, I see. You're not after sausage rolls. You're after my beer, you bugger.
I had all that gear, John. You had the gases, the gauges, the pumps, everything apart from a beer cooler. And I didn't know it needed a beer cooler. So when I wired it all up and piped it all up, obviously it didn't go through a beer cooler. And when it poured, it was like foam right out in the pint glass all over. Didn't get a pint. I was like, yeah, that didn't work. Scratching my head and thinking, what have I missed? What have I missed? And I found out I was missing the beer cooler. And yeah, cut a long story short, a couple of years later, came across a beer cooler and got hold of it, and I never really got my beer tap up and running. I got just through the beer cooler in the end, just couldn't be bothered because I moved out where I was and didn't have a place to put build my bar where I was going to build it.
No beer.
Yeah, I just never got round to getting all the bits. I was waiting for like when pubs close down. A lot of the time, obviously they leave it all in, and then people like basically when they strip it all out, they flog them off. But just haven't got to it really.
Yeah, I went into a few pubs asking them what do we need. I told them what I've got. They said basically you just need a beer cooler, and that'll calm the beer down while it's coming out.
I've got a few pumps somewhere, but I just haven't got all the other bits. So yeah, one day.
Yeah, Janice. Right. Also, do not try drinking beer in an abandoned pub because of that comment down the bottom. Because it might not be beer in the pipes. It might be beer and cleaning fluid.
No.
So if you drink that, it could be poisonous, and kill you. So do not drink out of abandoned pubs taps. Just some information there to let you know.
Bed. Defiance. Bed. Bed. Look at the defiance. Bed.
Mhm.
Bed.
Oh, that doesn't
Bed.
quite. Oh yeah, it does.
Bed.
Does it?
Bed. Well, finally. Bed. Yeah. Right. You're not having any, so. She doesn't understand the word no, this dog, anyway.
Right. So have you got it working now, Matt?
Yes. Oh. Unexpected end of archive? What the fuck's that? What? Oh, maybe there's a bit of corruption in the RAR file then I just copied. But it is copying stuff. Right, okay. Yes, I found a little piece of software called Free ISO Creator. You point it in a folder and it creates you an ISO file. So it's almost like a zip, but it's called an ISO. But that ISO is mountable. You can mount it as a drive and you can mount it into VirtualBox. So it sees it like a CD. Yeah, because you can copy a disk and that makes an ISO file. So you copy everything on that disk as an ISO file. And then you can mount that disk rather than physically putting it into the drive. You mount the file. Well, it's sort of done it. So,
Can I just show you what I used to do? Some sort of bits and bobs I used to do on circuit boards. If you look just there, these little things here, let me get up close. There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
And they are LEDs, believe it or not. See the size of them to your finger.
They're not, though. I bet you they're not.
And used to fix circuit boards and stuff like that.
Yeah, but those you can get they're surface mount SMC packages. Yeah, that could be a resistor, a capacitor, an LED.
It's where the LEDs go in there, Matt.
It's on the front, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was on the back. Oh,
no, on the front. LEDs, yeah,
it is. Yeah, but they yes,
but,
they can.
Yeah, that's the things I used to be able to solder on by hand.
Oh yeah, it's
but
on the front.
Now at the moment I can't really do that since my stroke. You see, and that's a pain in the behind. Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't really attempt to do that with a soldering iron anyway, because you usually damage the components. What you're supposed to do is get a heat gun.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to put liquid on it so that it distributes the heat over the whole of the component instead of it just on one spot.
So it won't blow it.
But, yeah. Right, I'm ready to try importing the emails. See if this works. This is going to be quite slow, probably.
Got 10 gigs worth of emails. Fucking hell.
That's a fair few, that.
I thought it was 10 gigs, but it's only copied across 2 gigs, which is making me a bit concerned now, so I'm going to double check that.
Bit strange, isn't it?
Here we go. Come on, Ed. It sees them. Here we go. It's got all the folder structures and it's downloading 1,024 emails from, or 2014, sorry, just from one folder. That's deleted items, and then it's got it'll go through all the folders. It can take a while. Mine used to take about an hour because I got about 30 gigs of mail I keep, which ain't. It doesn't like it. It's being that big, but yeah. But that's just me. But this is a small one, but probably If I get all these in there, then that's phase 1. Phase 2 is then export it to Outlook. Then phase 3 is get it off this machine back onto a drive, which I can't connect to, by the way. So yeah, that's going to be interesting because of the same problem going one way. I couldn't get them in. I've got to get them out. So that'll be for later. But at least I got them in. That's the main thing.
You're exporting it into what? You're going to export it into Outlook. So what? Use an XML file. Is that right?
No, it's a PST file for Outlook.
It's a PST.
It's an ODB or a PST. They can't even make their fucking mind up what type of files they're using in Outlook. It's like it's an ODB. Oh, it's a PST. It's like, you know, Microsoft, can't you just make your fucking mind up and stick to one format? So
once you put it all into whatever file, whatever you just said, that file, then do it back as an ISO.
Yeah, but how do I get it off? Because it's one thing to mount an ISO to read, it's read only. But how do I mount and get it out? I will do it. I will fucking do it. But it's just like, at least it's working away now. It's actually chugging away, chug, doing its thing in the virtual machine. You're probably all.
Is your virtual machine set so it will recognise a DVD player or a CD player?
Yes, it'll recognise a CD player and DVD player.
What about a DVD writer? If you've got one,
it is a writer, but I'd have to split it into separate files and then write it. I don't know how it would handle writing because it tends to kind of read. I don't know what it would do with writing because this is a virtual machine. I mean, it's expecting a bit, but anyway, let's have a look. If you want to see what I'm up to, here we go. I've made sure there's nothing on screen that you shouldn't be seeing. Yeah.
Carl, I've just replaced my batteries on it. But I was just saying, I think that might have been the cause of your drone footage loss. Because you said your drone controller just died. The screen went black and white, then it just said no contact, like this one did. So I think it would have been the same problem. I did try and phone you and ask you what was wrong. And when you said the problem, I was like, yeah, no point in buying the controller because sounds like your battery's the same as mine. But I'm just putting the last screw in now and I can actually test this. Can't I?
Might need a charge though.
Yeah, well, test the battery, see whether it's...
30. Do you want to bring us up on screen so we can show people this maniacal madness I've been dealing with? You've had your thingy on screen, so I better show what I've been up to.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
What, get you on big screen, Matt? Yeah.
It's waiting. Just you have to click it.
All right, see it down there. 1 sec. That's all built back up. There's 2 screws in the bottom and all clips in. And
oh, here we go. Then he's testing it. So
yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'll have to just go and see whether it's charged up or whatever. Try and plug it in. Back in a minute, but I'll get this up for Matt.
There we are. This is wrong fucking screen. Typical wrong fucking screen. Jesus, they're both white screens and I picked the wrong one. Which is the right one then? Oh, it's actually just said it is finished, but now Will's not there, so I can't bring the screen up. Balls. But it actually says, yes, it has successfully loaded all the emails. There it is. Look, yeah. Your messages were successfully loaded in Windows Live Mail. Yeah, which is the software. Now, this is the virtual machine, right? And this is what runs the virtual machine. Yeah, so this is the environment. Yeah. And you can decide how many processors you have, how much memory you have, how many memory, network cards, SATA controllers, all that sort of stuff. All the good stuff's there. So you can make it a shit old machine, or you can make it a really pokey machine. You can decide on the spec of the machine you're building, depending on whether your machine is good enough to run it, But there we are. It's now got that. So it has all the emails are in the imported folder here. There we are. It's all in there. So, yeah. And, yeah, basically, I'll shut it down now anyway. I'll show you. But, like, if I shut the machine down, right, you see it's a virtual system. And I can start up Windows XP if I want, look. Yeah. Because I started that up earlier on.
Cool, that's a blast from the past.
And it did not want to connect to the internet at all. It was like, no. I was like, download Firefox. It was like, no, I can't see it. So I'd have to put it in on a memory stick or something. Hey, look, folks. I'm running Windows XP inside Windows 10. This is what, you can have all these little virtual environments that don't fuck up your machine that you're working on. So if you want to run some old crap, you can run them in a virtual environment. It doesn't screw up the settings on your new machine with old software. You just have a virtual machine. And it'll run about as quick as it did when you first had that machine, It's like control panel. It's like, there we are. It's all there. System, all your devices and everything. But it's a completely virtual machine.
It's mad, isn't it? I like XP and 7. They were decent.
Yeah.
Well, 7 was decent. XP was all right. You could bastardize it all you wanted, though.
Yeah. So why don't I see whether I can? I'll start 2 now. I'll start the Windows 7 machine as well. So I've got my own machine, Windows XP, and Windows. It says it's powered off. Can it not start it up?
Oh, it's not gonna be happy, is it?
Why is it not starting it? Is it because I'm running one already? After.
Yeah, you have to start. You have to start. You have to start a separate VM manager to do the other one.
It says it's starting up, powering VM up.
Oh, okay.
It might be being slow. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. I was going to say, I didn't think there was a reason why you couldn't do it. So it's booting now. There we are. Booting up. Right. It says can't attach USB device. That's the whole thing I've been having all evening. Like, no, I do not like USB device. No, go away. Right. So get it in there. Look. Bang. Now I've got Windows 7 running over here. Ching. And I've got Windows XP running over here. Ching. You can have loads. You can have a Mac running. You can have Linux. You can have 10 operating systems running at once.
I'm sure you can use it. I'm sure you can use your USB on it though. I use additions on it.
It's bloody connected, and if you go to drive letters, it just doesn't see the drive letter. It should do, but it doesn't. It's like there should be a drive letter there now. It can see that's the mail ISO. I pointed at the mail ISO so it appears as a drive. But bugger me if it will not see that bloody USB. It won't do it.
Is it a USB 3?
Yeah, and I tried it on USB 1, USB 2, and USB 3 mode, and all three said
you've done the settings within VM.
Yeah. I changed it before I booted the machine up, so it would recognise that hardware when the machine was booted.
You do it, but you need to do it without You need to do it without it physically being connected. Like take the USB out and then set it and then put it back in.
Yeah, doesn't quite like it, but
weird that is.
I'll shut. I'll shut the XP one down because that's the one I don't need. So I'll turn off XP. Look, turn off. Remember how this used to look?
Does that show USB in XP?
No, it's got even more issues. I think XP.
I reckon.
Yeah. Because Because remember, these operating systems will run your software, but it doesn't necessarily mean it wants to connect to the internet or understands. Like XP, they didn't even have USB 3 back in the XP days. So
No,
it's
of
like,
course
how is it gonna know what that hardware is? You know?
Yeah, because there's no drivers that will work for it.
Yeah, the way I actually let's just power the machine off. Let's do it the nice way, do it the proper way, shut it down. The way I got it to see the virtual drive or the ISO file is you go to settings on that, and then you say storage. Storage, was it storage? Yeah. And under drive, you see you got a drive there. I point it. You can have it the drive completely, so you can actually put a CD in. That's a host drive E. That will, allow you to put in a disk, or you can choose a disk file. So then you point it at the mail ISO, and it will actually load that in as if it was a CD, and it sees the mail ISO. But I don't think it sees it as a CD technically, because a CD would probably...
That's a virtual CD.
Yeah, because I mean, even a Blu-ray is only 25 gigs. And I mean, a CD would be 700, a DVD would be 4 gigs, and a Blu-ray. But I don't know whether it has... See, the size is 6 gigs, the image.
Yeah.
That's weird, see. It's 6 gig image. But I swear that folder said it was 2 gigs. I'll have to double check this. Make sure I've got all their stuff there. But yeah, that was the idea anyway, was, So I've got it in there. Right, I'm going to restart it now. Restart that, and now see if I can import it, or export it rather, as an Exchange file. Because they can't even use the same terminology. They can say, "Oh, you want to exchange." Well, Exchange uses post files, PST files, which is actually part of Outlook. But they say, "Would you like to export to Exchange?" You go, "What the fuck's Exchange?" Well, it's Outlook. Yeah, but like, they're not using. They don't really say, "Would you like to export it to Exchange, Outlook, ODB, which makes sense, because you go, "Well, I've got one of those. Yeah, I'd like that." But as they go, Exchange, well, Exchange is like fucking 20 years old. Nobody's ever heard of Exchange. It doesn't exist anymore. But they say, "Would you like to export to Exchange, sir?" Fuck's sake. Yeah.
How long does it take to install Windows 7 into virtual then?
About 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Depends on the speed of your hard drives.
Yeah,
say,
cool.
if your ISO file is on a fast drive and your virtual machine is on another hard drive, it's just going whoosh. But if it's on the same drive, it's obviously going to be going a little bit of contention there. But yeah, it's not bad.
I just wonder. That's quite mental.
Mm-hmm. It's totally free software as well. It's Oracle make it, the scummy company that wants to charge you £1 billion to access a couple of your index card files, sir. Yeah, that company, they're like the Apple of the bloody. We'll look after your data, sir. Don't worry, sir. We'll look after your data. That'll be £1 billion, please. Yeah, they're that sort of company, right? Oracle. Anyway, they provided in their, must have been feeling like a good day or something. They provided a free piece of software called Oracle Virtual Manager, and it's VM machine, or Virtual Box is its other title. Virtual Box, and it's totally free, and you can set it up. I want to put Windows or Linux or Mac or this or that, but Windows is and Linux is easy. Mac is a little bit harder to put on it because Apple don't want you to do that, so they make it a bit more awkward. They don't follow what it is. Apple don't follow the conventions that everyone's been following for the last 25 fucking years. That's what it is. It's like if Apple invented a car, it'd have fucking square wheels, just cause, yeah. That would be the Apple car. And you go, well, why did you make round ones? It's like, well, if we gave you round ones, you wouldn't have to come to the special Apple garage to buy the square ones, would you, you fucking prick? Yeah. That's basically how Apple do business. It's like, we make it different. We make it different so you can only get it from us.
Yeah, square wheels but with round tyres.
Mm.
Because you can only buy the tyres to fit their rims then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is your controller charging?
It's on charge. I went down, plugged it in, and it's on charge. I'll find
Well,
out
at least
after
it's
the live
charging.
stream. Yeah, whether it's doing it or not.
Well, it's back. It's back together, so it's got to be doing something. If you put it in and it says it's charging,
Yeah.
hope it's all right.
So fingers crossed. We'll go from there. Let you know next week. Stay tuned.
Good night.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I've got my kettle back up on the screen now.
it's doing it. Yes, it's fucking doing it. You fucker. Ah. There's a part of me that wishes I'd never told people to use fucking Windows Live Mail, but it was free software and it was a really good email program. In fact, Windows Live Mail is far superior in many ways to Outlook, and it was free.
Yeah.
But they don't want you to have free, so Microsoft eventually pulled support for it and made it disappear. Yeah. But then you can buy Word, PowerPoint, Publisher, Excel, Access, and Outlook. Outlook is the mail program, right? Oh, that'll be £150, sir. So it's like, yeah, but this one was free and it worked really well. Yeah, but we don't want you using that now, sir. So can I take my files across? They make it as hard as they possibly can for you to migrate your files across.
Yeah.
Yeah. You really got to know how to massage this fucking software to kind of get it to work. But yeah, you can do it.
Was
But
it
you've got to
easy?
install.
Was it easy at first? Like,
Well, the thing is, see, this software only runs on XP, Vista, Windows 7, yeah. And once you get, I think Windows 8 and Windows 10, it just goes, no, can't install. They've tweaked it, yeah, it won't install. It will install because I managed to find a way to force it to install, yeah. And I was using it for a while, but it started to get a bit buggy. So in the end, I said, oh, fuck it, I'll have to use Outlook then. I'm just going to have to do that. But this free software was really good, Windows Live. But you can't just take the mail file and put it into Outlook. You've got to install Windows 7, put the Windows Live Mail on, import the messages, then get a copy of Office on there, then
Raider.
Export the messages to Office, then take the PST file out, then wipe that system, put on Windows 10, put on Office, and then put the post file in. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Can't you just add the email address to Windows Outlook?
Yeah, you can, but you'll only get the last month or so of emails. It's like if you've got 20 years of emails you want to get hold of.
I've got years, and I'm using Outlook.
Is your mail file 30 gigs or massive? I mean, this person's isn't, but mine is. And I mean, like, your mail program will only give you back like probably a couple of months or a year or something like that. But like, if you go and reinstall it on a machine, you're going to lose stuff. It's going to disappear. It's going to go, nope, sir, we don't deal with that beyond that. And it's going to lose your shit. So this is a way of physically keeping your emails, not relying on the cloud, the magical cloud that takes care of everything except, sorry, we lost all your stuff, sir. Yeah, that magic cloud, So, yeah, I don't rely on magic clouds.
Aye.
And the last time a unicorn came down off a cloud and helped me out, I had to go and see a surgeon and get stitched up. So just kidding there, folks. But yeah. Right, I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries. Ah, there he is.
Wow.
That's the way to do it. yeah, don't forget to do that. All helps, and yeah, why not? Don't cost you out, so please do. Definitely helps out on this channel and stuff like that. So you said you've got a few things to do, John, did you say? Coming up soon.
Yeah, I've got at least 2 videos to edit. Yeah, I just haven't got round to doing them. One what Brady did the other day, I've got to do that one. I've got the fort as well.
Yeah.
A little short, and basically it's about it for now. But then I've got oh Christ, sorry, I'm just in my emails. Yeah, and then I'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, I was watching Brady's video. It looked like you both got lost and couldn't find your way in the building.
Mate, we got proper fucking well and truly lost. We're walking around, and like we found that bit underground. Obviously, that's by the by the funeral directors.
Yeah.
Because that goes down, doesn't it? We completely missed that, both of us.
I know
Didn't even
Z's walked
see-
right past it, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what?
And then he was like, oh, there's lights up there. They've got in there. How do we get up there? And he was like, going back to from where we started and then coming back up and then up the stairs and all sorts.
Mate, it was an absolute nightmare. But
It's a
not
big,
in that
big,
bad way. It was just like forever, wasn't it?
yeah, it is a big place though. Like what they say, it's always great to see other people's videos because when you like we're filming around all everything, we didn't know you were lost or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's great to see other people's dimensions of the place.
It was funny.
Yeah. What are you saying there, Matt? Sorry.
Right. Okay. When I tell you this, you're gonna go, oh, for fuck's sake, right? There's another way I could have done this. Now I'm thinking about it. I've got internet access on my virtual machine. I could have uploaded that 10 gig file to Google Drive and downloaded it, worked on it, and then re-uploaded it to Google Drive, which I'm probably going to do to get the file out of the machine because, it's probably going to be easier at this point. However, as you can, it's just a learning experience. And I'm just, what people don't realize is like they give me a laptop and they go, oh, you fix this for me? And I'm like, yeah. And have you backed up all your stuff? Oh, well, I'm not sure. So I've got to do all that for them. That's what I'm doing here. I'm making sure I've got everything of theirs because they can't fucking do it themselves. So what should be an hour's worth of Windows 10 install, right, ends up becoming 8 or 9 hours of fucking around. And people don't appreciate it. When you're a PC engineer, they just go, oh, my mate said it only takes half an hour to install Windows 10. I'm like, yeah, well, I've just spent 10 hours fucking backing up your files and decorrupting your fucking hard drive and taking the fucking physical hard drive out of the machine and putting it onto a fucking cable and taking them. Yeah, people don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Which is why if you were in the Will's job or doing cars, what you should do is you should put a fucking GoPro there on time lapse, yeah. And then when they come in, you go, that'll be £500, please. And they go, oh, well, it's only a 50 quid part. And then you just fucking say, come here. And you show them the fucking 9 hours of you fucking having to take the engine out and the wheels off and fucking the everything, to get to that bit,
Yeah.
the
50p washer or whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
Matt, I've just gone back to my Windows Live, which I've got. I'm so far at 2014.
What do you mean? You've got
Messages.
Windows Live.
Messages, is it?
I've got the Windows Live email, but it's in Outlook, and I've got about 36,000 emails.
Yeah, but you said I've got Windows Live, but it's in Outlook. So what are you saying?
I've transferred it over years ago. I just put it straight to. You can add the email.
Yeah, but they're
So you can have
living
the
in.
email on there, and I've got it from the last one I've got is in 2014. Well, the first email,
Okay.
which was.
Are you talking about Outlook that lives on your hard drive or Outlook that lives in the cloud? There's a cloud version of
It lives in
Outlook.
the cloud. I could probably export the whole thing if I wanted
Right.
to.
Yeah, but if you've got a massive cloud file, you're going to be eating into storage space, which they'll probably charge you for to use cloud storage with a massive file. I'm guessing it's not going to be for free. Am I
Possibly.
guessing? Yeah.
Well, I've always paid for it, but like even before that, I mean, was it 10 gig or something? I don't know what it was.
I don't fucking
How
pay
do I
that. I don't pay them. It lives on my hard drive. They can fuck off. Charge me for
Well,
cloud
yeah, that's
space,
fair enough.
bankers.
Oh,
No,
I'm
if
just
you
working
want to
out
go
how
down the pay route, all the
Oh,
doors will
yeah.
fly open. It's like you know, all the prostitutes will sleep with you if you've got money.
Of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
you know. But if you say you want it for free, all them doors close. You know?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see. I need to. I want to see how big the file is to export. How do I export it in Outlook? I just want to see now.
Oh well, I don't think they'd even like you actually taking it off the cloud, because that's the thing, is that when it's on the cloud, it's on the cloud. Can you get it
Well,
off the cloud? Can you actually get it off the cloud? That'd be interesting. I've never actually looked into that. Could you get all your emails back off the cloud once they've got them? Because they're not
That's
going to
what I
want to
want
give
to
that.
try.
They're not going to want to give that up, because that is a cash cow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know how to do it.
Oh, pay a $5 for .edu mail. Google will give you unlimited cloud storage. What? That sounds interesting, mate. I will actually look into that. That's a very interesting. He said if you pay a $5 for a .edu email, so you're pretending like you're in education, they'll give you unlimited cloud storage.
Oh, best I might do that.
I might have to start going back to school, folks, if that was true. I'll look into that. That's interesting. That's the most interesting thing I've heard today, actually. Thank you very much. I hope it's true. Because I've heard a lot of people telling me how to fucking install things tonight in a way that didn't make much sense. But yeah, if that's true, best piece of information tonight. Yeah.
There's a couple of comments there coming up. Have you noticed? Every minute.
What?
Hello, Barry.
Oh, you've got your own virtual bot, like, have you? Right.
It's coming to that time. It's got saying 2 minutes left. Wonder what it means.
Oh, right. It's you, is it? Right. Okay.
Yeah. Right, Tom. Yeah. It sounds like you're a little bit late.
Well, seeing as you bored everyone fucking senseless with your remote control things, right? I mean, and they were all very interested in my virtual machine. You know, I think it is time for you to go, Will. You know, to be perfectly honest. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. I'll go.
No. Right. He's gone now. Right.
No,
Just leave us on. Leave us on. You can go now. Yeah. It's not unlimited, very extensive, but
I know when I'm not wanted. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, pitching again.
That was the quickest phone call to your mother I've ever heard. That's all I can say.
Yeah. More leaving a laugh there. Instead of you chopping it up, Matt. Yeah. Why you want to talk a bit longer, Matt?
I feel if I do, you're gonna talk. You're gonna take me off if I do. So. He's poised, isn't he? He's just poised. Right.
No, I'll leave it on while I go and speak to Ma.
Yeah. One night he'll leave his microphone on by mistake. And we'll hear everything. We won't be able to tell him. He'll be like, fucking, we'll hear everything. I'm sure it won't be that interesting. He'll be like, what have you done today? I went to the shops. What have you done today? Oh, I stayed in. Oh, so what did you find down the shops? Oh, well, I don't know. I saw Mavis. Her grandson passed away from sniffing poppers in a nightclub. Yeah. I'm like, ooh. Okay, whatever.
Oh, what we got here?
Mum, Nan,
Okay.
I never complain. How are you? Mum, Nan. T for 420 Tom Explores. I did actually put your sticker up, look, in the end, because you moaned I didn't put it up. There it is. But it wasn't for the fact that I didn't want to. I just lost the sticker. I found it, so I thought I better stick this up before I lose it again. I found it somewhere and just like, I better get it up there then. Just so he... Hello, mate. 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 Hello, mate. Mate.
Oh, hang on. Right, so it's general. Oh, come on. Do processing data. Come on. I'm just trying to see. Oh, I can export my mailbox. Ooh. This process may take up to 4 days to complete. Fucking hell. $4 days. That's taking it off the web, literally.
No, that's taking the piss. Do you know why it's taking 4 days? Because that process has been slowed down to make you not want to do it.
Oh yeah, because you have to. It says you can request a copy of your mailbox by exporting it, and then it says process takes up to 4 days. After your copy is ready, you'll receive an email with the link to download the content from your mailbox.
And I bet you any fucking money, right? If you download that and you try to install it into any mail software, it'll just do like this. And all your emails will just be in one folder and you won't have any context or any folder structure or anything. And they do that on purpose too. Just so you go, oh, it's not worth it, is it? I just stay on the cloud. I just stay on the cloud. Yeah. They could make it perfect, but they won't. They will screw it up because they say, well, you wanted all your emails. Here they are, sir. We didn't say we'd put them in order or in folders, did we? No, sir. Yeah.
So if I do it if I do it in Outlook 365, which is basically the software version rather than the web version, might be able to do it that way.
Might be a way, but yeah.
I'm just intrigued to see whether I could do it now you said it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could lose your emails. You could decide that you don't want to pay them anymore and you want them locally, and why do you have to have them up in the cloud? And then, but they're not going to want to give it to you in a way that is flexible for you. They'll make sure it's painful so that you stay.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued to see how they do it.
It's like Google. I mean, has anybody ever done what they call a Google takeout? Google takeout. Like, it's like, oh, you can have all your data. We'll send it to you. And it's in a fucking format you can't fucking read or do anything with. It's like, you know, who the fuck, you know, you'd have to be a programmer to get that data back into your system. You know, I have to like fucking just, yeah. Google takeout. Yeah, wonderful. You want your data, sir. You want your data. You can have your data, sir, with a big curly whirly dump on top of it, with a fucking big curly whirly fucking flake stuffed into it, sir. Yeah, that's like fucking. That's the way Google give you your data. Yeah.
Fuck me.
They make it. What do they
Export
do?
is in process.
JSON files. What the fuck is a JSON file? I know what an email is. I know what a picture is. I know what a fucking JPEG is or a TIFF. What the fuck's a JSON? JSON. What the fuck's JSON? And who the fuck knows how to access a JSON file? And when you do access it, it's like you're looking at the code of a bloody program. You know, it's like everything. It's all fucked up. Yeah. I was going to say earlier on, this business of moving from one mail program to another is so fucking awkward, right? There are companies who've actually made software to do it, right? Because Google don't want you going to Outlook. Outlook don't want you going to Google, right? They don't want you going from Firebird to fucking all these different programs, right? No, not compatible, no, you cannot transfer. No. So companies have come along and actually said, well, we for £30 will transfer your emails from this program to this program. Yeah. But Google can't do it with all their engineering prowess. Yeah. Their ability to make robots and Google Maps. Apparently they can't make a program that will do that. Yeah. No. Impossible.
That's like if you want. It's like if you want a JPEG file, which has got text and other, but you want to put it into Word or Excel, it don't like it. If you just go right, open it in this, it doesn't like it. But you can do it free on various virtual places online. Piece of piss. You'd at least think that they'd go right. Well, you're not always going to be able to use our software for whatever reason. Yeah, I'll click it onto that. That'll be all right. No, I don't want that.
Yeah. And I mean, there's been errors in Outlook that have been there for the last 20 years. And all they do is they basically whitewash the front end. So they put you a new nice front end and they go, there it is, there's the new Outlook. So it's like Outlook 2003. And then it's Outlook 2007. It's the same program with the same bugs and the same errors. Then it was Outlook 2007. Then it was Outlook 2010. Then it was Outlook 2014. Then 2019. Then 2020. Then 2022. I don't know if they have got a 2024, but now they got Outlook 365 as well, right? All of these front ends, right, are masking the fact that it's still the same old code with the same bugs, right? So what does it do? It duplicates your emails all the time. It duplicates them. So when you go back through there, it goes, you have 1 million emails, and you look at them and you go, well, there's 20 copies of this email. Yeah. Do you think they could make a little program, just a little program that would go through and take out the duplicates? No. You can find commercially available software to do it, but do you think Microsoft could fucking write a few lines of code to get rid of these duplicates? No.
It's a bitch.
Yeah. They're actually going down this line. I'm sure we've all heard it, but it's kind of like they make it so hard to use your mails on your own computer. They want you to have it on the internet. But what's the downsides? Well, if you can't connect to the internet, you can't check your email. So if you're in a bad signal area, you ain't got no emails. Yeah, it lives on the cloud. It doesn't live on your machine. So and the other thing is as well, it's like when you're browsing it on their cloud, what do you have next to your emails? Fucking adverts. So you don't have that when it's on living on your machine because, well, it's yours, it's on your machine. But when you're living on the cloud, not only are you paying for the service, you're paying for it, but they're going to put a adverts on you as well. Cheeky fuckers.
Oh, totally. Well, I shall know in 4 days how they send it to me, whether I can use it or whether I can't.
I'd be interested to know that, actually, because I mean, there might be a time or a point in the future where I have to get somebody's emails off for some reason, you know. Well, imagine if you change your email address. That's a perfect example. Say, for instance, now you had like, you know, john@google.com, right? And all your emails are in there. But for some reason, I don't know what that reason would be, but you have to go to a new, like a commercial email address, but you want all your emails there. Well, yeah, you could have 2 email accounts open in your cloud, you know, but what if you wanted to get them from one into the other? How do you do it? They don't want you to do that. You'd think there'd be an option to say, like, look, transfer all my old emails into my new email address. So I got it all in one place. Yeah. One email address, but with all my they just don't really think that you should want or need to do that. You know, you got to have multiple email accounts open in the cloud. So, what emails have I got in this inbox? What emails have I got in this inbox? What emails have I got in this inbox and this inbox and this inbox? What about just make them one? Just transfer them all to one and delete the others. Oh no, you can't do that, sir. That would be too fucking clever, sir. We don't want that, sir. They're fucking... these programmers, right, who do this stuff, I've spoken to some of them, and I said to them about, like, Google Maps once. I spoke to an actual Google Maps programmer who worked on the Google Maps that you get on your phone and all that. I spoke to him, and I was like, we were having a drink, and I said, so why don't you allow people to download the maps offline? And he said, why would you want to do that? I said, well, Jesus, is there mobile phone signals out in the middle of the fucking wilderness then, or in the Highlands of Scotland, or like in a cave? Yeah. I mean, like, if you go to look at the map and you're in a cave, it goes, well, I want internet connection. So no map, no fucking anything. But if you could download it to your phone, then you would have access no matter where you were, because it's got GPS and you could just look at the map. It would be useful. He's like, why would anybody want that? I said, well, have you ever left London? Have you ever actually gone to the countryside? I mean, like, have you, Jesus Christ, do you know what a blade of grass looks like? You know, have you ever? He was like, Anyway, maybe about 4 or 5 months later, download your maps came into fucking Google Maps. And I'm like, I wonder whether it was me screaming at him or there's a million people screaming at him. Where the fuck is a download function? Because I can't get fucking internet when I go to the middle of this valley where there's no mobile. I'm in Wales. There's no mobile transmitters, but I'm driving up that valley, but I can't fucking find the house because there's no maps, because there's no internet. So the screen goes blank. I can see my car, but I don't know where I am. It's just a dot on a blank map. If you could download the map, and it was like, yeah, and they brought it in eventually. I was like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I don't know, fucking, they just don't seem to think the way everyone else thinks. They just think like, well, I live in London, I've got 5G. What else is there? You know?
I didn't know you could download. Didn't know that.
You could download them now, yeah.
I should do, really. I've got enough pins on them.
They expire, which is fair enough, because they want to promote the idea that you have an up-to-date map, but it will expire in like 30 days or something, you know. But you could download it, and yeah. Say, for instance, and this is another thing. I should have said this to him. I said, well, here you go. You haven't got much money. You're poor, right? But you can go into McDonald's and use their free Wi-Fi and download a map of 3 sections of the country where you're going to be going. But you haven't got money to pay for top-up cards and top-up data, right? And some of the places you're going to be going are not going to have signal anyway. But if you had to download those on your top-up cards, right, and then use them as you were going. It's data, data. As you're driving, it's data, 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 data. Suddenly you need a new top-up card. It's expensive, yeah? So for people that don't have loads of money or an unlimited plan, you know, one of these contracts, an unlimited contract, I've got one, but not everybody does. I know a lot of people who have pay-as-you-go, yeah? And they're very funny. They won't look at YouTube videos because it'll just rape their bloody card. You know, they just send text messages. They're very basic text messages, and they receive calls, but they don't go for data. So when they go to an internet cafe, they can download that very big map, and that'll see them for 30 days then whilst they're exploring around. That map will be there, even if they don't have internet connection. If they're on airplane mode to save data, that map's there. It's a brilliant idea. But why didn't they think of it fucking, 10 years ago? Why did, I don't know.
It's all money, isn't it? They want to make sure that you're basically on an unlimited thing like we have. Well, I have as well, the same as you. So it's money, isn't it, all the time?
Mm. Yeah. But they want to know where you are. That's part of the Google thing. They want to actually know your physical location, And
I don't think when it all first kicked off and started, I don't think no one realised how much we would use it. I mean, you think about everything we do now is on our phones. Everything. You can still buy maps, but you don't buy maps really, do you? When was the last time you bought a map, in a shop? There used to be a time you go and buy one and you look at it, go, right, I've got to go from A to B up the country, whatever I use that. I need that road, that one. We don't bother now. We just go, right, put it on our phone. Off we go. Don't even think about it, do you?
Well, there was Memory Map, which was made by the Ordnance Survey, but they wanted ridiculous amounts of money, like 20 quid per digital map. But it gave you what the physical map gave you, except it was on your phone, and it was a lot more useful because it actually said you're here. When you pick up a physical map, you've got to work out where you are, and then keep moving yourself on the physical map and remembering that's where I am on the physical map. But when you got it on your phone, it's just there. But they charged a lot of money, and it was like 20 quid per map. And a lot of people just pirated them because they were just ridiculous. But the thing is, it's like those maps, if you bought them, those maps would go out of date. Was it 6 months, 12 months? But it actually goes out of date and will not display. It goes, no, pay for another version of the map. And it's like, but how much has the countryside changed really in 12 months? I mean, I paid for the map. Let me look at the fucking map. If you bought the paper map, like you said, it's yours. You can see the countryside is there, but you buy the fucking digital map, it's got an expiry time on it. For fuck's sake.
So I suppose in one sense that's where Google have got it right, whereas they constantly update it, don't they? I mean, you can get not virtual, but you can get it sort of fairly in date, and you can go back on it as well. So if you're looking for something which was there,
I think Google should do a deal with Ordnance Survey and actually have the Land Rangers and Pathfinders on there, because the Google Maps by themselves, with the satellite pictures are very nice, but they're not detailed enough in order to show you paths, boundaries, features, and I think it would be nice if that could be incorporated into Google Maps. Maybe even for a fee, but not as much as Memory Map are trying to charge you. Like you could say, like, Google Maps now offer you your local maps of your country, but you pay a couple of quid. But then you get to see close what you're actually dealing with, like terrain.
You basically get an audience survey map.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you can get it for free on Street Map. There's a thing called streetmap.co.uk has free Ordnance Survey maps. But the interface is horrible. It doesn't show you your position live, so you still got to kind of work out where you are and where you're going to go and all that sort of stuff. But Christ, we're living in this age now where all this data should be migrated and merged. Not like go over there for this thing and go over there for that thing and go over there for this thing. It should all be there just as like, I want to turn that feature on. And you just tick on all the things you want. I want traffic. I want terrain. I want land borders. I want county borders. I want population. Like all the things you get on a GIS mapping system. Yeah. They should all be part of Google Maps. Not for everybody, but if you want to pay a little bit extra, you can turn all those things on. Why not?
That'd be clever.
It
It'd be good.
makes fucking sense. Like, I mean, put it all in one place. Stop getting people to go all over the place to get this shit. Put it in one fucking place. Anyway, most people are like, what's GIS maps? But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right though. It would be good because, like, they already have, since they've been doing it, you can now go back and look over the years, can't you? But if they could go back as far as audience service, so you can look at old ones, new ones together, it'd be a great interface. But whether they do it, probably not.
Right. The bad news is, it transferred all the folder names, but with not one single fucking email in any folder. Not one. Not one. Empty. All folders empty. Oh, hang on. Oh, no.
Are they all coming up now?
Oh, it's a subfolder within a subfolder within a subfolder within. I've got them, but they are well hidden, and there's a lot of mess of folders which don't mean anything. And then I just came across it then. Right. How many
is that
emails?
Because it's the way it's transferred, or is that because of the way the person's actually put it in?
Well, put it like this. It says you've got a Hotmail, and they've all got inboxes, and they're all empty. But one of them has all the magic in it, and it has 2014 items. So, yeah. So it is messy. See, again, they can't just do it and get it right. It's like, from the program I came from, it's all in a neat order. But the program I transfer it to farted out,
So you then got to move the folder into the top one and get rid of all the others.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck off.
Oh, come on. How many have you not had to do this? How many times have I had to do
that?
That's
why I went, fuck off.
Yeah. You get used to this shit.
Yeah.
And then you get the duplicates and then you have to buy a piece of software to remove the duplicates because it's like, oh yes, we're Microsoft. We cannot fucking transfer anything without creating fucking duplicates. It's like, yeah. So then you get the duplicate software to deduplicate it and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I cannot hold no longer. I got a blow, Captain. I got a blow.
Oh, I'm holding it in as well, actually, mate. What's he saying? My PE teacher to my Coke yoff me in 1980s. What the fuck are you on about? Who is this? Bucharest. My PE teacher to my Coke yo-yo off. What? Oh, I think they're doing voice typing here. My PE teacher took my yo-yo off me, right? And never gave it back. I met her as a customer in 2021 and refused to do a TV job. Talk about a grudge. Yeah. Well, what you should have done is you should have done the TV job, but you should have filled the TV full of frogs so that later on, all the frogs would have come out of the television into the room. Or lizards. You should have put lizards inside the television and they would have climbed out and, yeah. If anybody knows the reference I'm talking about to there, tell me in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Right, my turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Okay.
You go for a slash. I'll sit here and hold the fort.
Yeah.
Matt's gone for a piss. Will's talking to his mother. I don't know what Matt was talking about because I missed that, but yeah, fucking have a grudge. I would on that one. Those Coke yo-yos are probably worth a bit now. Oh, who's come in there? What have I got? Is that you, Will, or was that someone else just decided to pop up? Oh, no, they've gone again. Never mind. I have explored Norfolk. I have had a haircut, yes. I was going to live stream it. I forgot my gimbal, so I decided not to bother because I couldn't put the phone anywhere to do it. But yes, it was painful as always because of the wax. But I did like it. It was all right. I will do it next time. I'll remember the gimbal. I will put it on there just so you can all have a laugh, and I'll do a live stream. All right.
Oh, see, maybe this is where Elon Musk could come in, and he can go, "I'll give you an email service. It'll be free, and do you know what? If you want to download it, it'll perfectly go into all these different software packages, and he'll fucking list it. It'll go into Outlook, Firefox, it'll go into fucking Firebird, it'll go into Windows Live Mail, fucking Apple Mac Mail, fucking this, that, Android, fucking da-da-da-da, all the different. You just pick whichever version of the software you're using, and we will give it to you." And he's just like, "Fuck you. What's the matter, Google? Can't program. Got a problem with programming, have you, Google?" He's just like, "Fuck off." Yeah.
We could only hope.
You could just imagine the day he brought something like that out, just going like total autonomy over your data. You can have it on the computer, you can have it on the internet, and if you want to take it off, it's in a nice format. Everything fucking, not like fucking weird. Maybe imagine if like all your emails could be converted to PDFs so you could view them as they originally were, even if you don't have that machine anymore or that software anymore or anything, you can still view it. Imagine the world we'd be living in if you could just view that old shit without having to have an old machine. Like imagine if somebody could just think that idea into existence. Fuck me, man. If anybody could do it, it would be Elon, and he would do it just to fucking go, fuck off.
Could you imagine the interview? So why have you done this? Don't you think that Microsoft and Google, they'll all be upset with you here, Elon? They'll be going, "I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck." Because he doesn't really, does he? He doesn't give a shit. He'll just go and do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
It's like what we were saying before. What is it? Weatherspoon should open the pubs at the service stations and charge just as like they do in their normal pubs. They make a fucking killing. Why haven't they done it?
Because those businesses don't want them there.
Oh, don't tell me it comes down to alcohol. They fucking sell alcohol in these places anyway.
Yeah. They did actually have one at the south of the M25, dead south near Gatwick. There's a big complex. All the food in there is shit. It's got a McDonald's, but they got like fake Mexican, fake Chinese, fake vegetarian, all this sort of stuff. The lads, Jordan, he paid 15 quid for a Mexican wrap, and he said it tastes like it's just come out of a cow's arse. It's just fucking disgusting. I was like, ooh, dear. But they don't care. It's just like it's not about the quality of the goods. It's about how much money they can make.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like money, just like cha-ching, cha-ching. They don't give a shit about the quality of it. It's like they got this. What is it? Leon. They call it Leon. And what you put it in the chat. There's all these different brand names, but then you've never heard of them. Where did Leon come from overnight to be in a service station? It's all self-created brands that didn't exist. They're invented by the service station. I don't believe these companies actually exist in their own right. They're like just little facets of like, well, we've got to have a McDonald's here because everyone wants McDonald's, but we'll have our own brands as well. We'll have blah, 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 you know, and it's like you can have shit, because they're not chefs. They don't know what they're doing, you know, and they just like fucking whack the price up and you all go in there and pay it. You'll never come back, but it doesn't matter. They got your money now. And there's enough people coming through there all the time who don't know how it works. And when it goes tits up, what they'll do is they'll just change the signage. And they'll still have fucking untrained chefs just going blah, 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 blah. And you'll pay it again because you'll go, oh, I'm glad they got rid of those wankers. They were shit, those wankers. But now there's a new wanker with a new sign. Yeah.
It's all franchise, isn't it? That's what it is as well. It's like all the Marks and Spencer stuff. That's all franchise.
Yeah.
They just pay for the name and then they fucking carry on.
It's probably franchised to themselves so they can get around tax and fucking if it goes wrong, they can bankrupt the company and the government will pay.
That's basically what they do. Yeah, they franchise them.
Yeah.
All these little stores will pop up, which are like, oh, Marks and Spencer's, or they're all franchised.
W.H. Smith's in a fucking in a motorway service station. Oh yeah, great. Like I want to pay £6 for a fucking sandwich. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow.
Oh mate, don't talk. Oh fucking hell. That does you. That's like that when we went up to Wales. I stopped at I can't remember which one it was. It was very close to where we had to go, but I stopped in there, went to get a burger or something. I thought I'll just have like it was a bacon roll or something. That was about a £5, if not more. It was just fucking horrible. It's like one bit of bacon, which probably wasn't bacon, and that was it. It's like, what? Just paid fucking money for that, and it was like I could have fucking cooked that at home.
Yeah, we're in a dark spiral with all this shit. You know, it the money they charge at these bloody motorways. It's like they want £1.80 a litre for fucking. Well, that's like fucking 45 pence or 50 pence dearer than the fucking fuel costs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there like this. Well, somebody's gonna pay it, and the thing is, the somebody who pays it is somebody who's got a fucking business card and is going on to the business, and the business are ended up paying this fucking ridiculous rates for people to like nobody in their right mind. Like, what was it? The Ginsters pasties, Ginsters, right? They're about £1.50. You go to a lot of places, they'll be £2.50, £3. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they not only was it £1.50 in the cheapest place, that means they're buying it for about 70 pence because they're doubling up, yeah. But the motorway service stations don't want to double up; they want to triple, quadruple, and fucking 8 times as much as it's going to cost. Or we bought it for this much, or we're going to charge 8 times as much. And of course, nobody's going to buy it. I mean, you have to be mental to buy it. So what happens? It all goes in the bin. Well, how can they afford to do that? Well, if one person pays for one pasty, they've paid for the other 8 to go in the bin. That's how they work it. It's like, it's like a revolving door of waste food. Get it in. Nobody wants it. It's too expensive. Throw it in the bin. But like one person bought it, that'll pay for the next lot. Yeah. Get it in. Throw it all in the bin. The amount of waste food every fucking day because these people are overcharging, right, and trying to rip people off, right? And the amount of waste, I reckon, is probably on about the order of about 75% of all food produced every day goes in the bin. Yeah, 75% of it every day goes in the bin. And apparently we can't afford food. We're all struggling. We're in a cost of living crisis and all this sort of shit. No. 75% of that food is in the bin because they were overpricing it and you couldn't afford it. So you didn't buy it. So it ended up in a bin. Yeah. That's the fucking world we live in, folks. Yeah. That goes.
Yeah, Dutch, you're right.
60 pence to make sell for £4. Do you know what, though? In some parts of the world, Big Macs cost like about 30 pence. So how much are they making them for in those countries then?
Well, the drinks are like a penny or something to make. It's like, it's ridiculous.
I ain't got nothing. She's scratching the door. Wasn't going. Nothing.
And the ironic thing is, if they drop their prices just a little bit, more people would buy it, and they would still make a profit. They would make a bigger profit because you get more people. You know, you have more demand.
Yep. Yeah, I know some of these places, they work on the basis. I mean, I was in a garage once and they like had all sandwiches and then they fill the fridge full of sandwiches. We'd know that nobody would buy those sandwiches in one day. It was impossible. Nobody, it was just like fucking what the fuck. So the guy would come and he would take all the sandwiches away and replace them with new sandwiches. Well, those sandwiches he's taken away are going in the bin. Yeah, but the companies are on like sale or return. So if it sells, you pay for it. If it doesn't sell, the company takes it away. That's another way of operating, sale or return. But the thing is, they won't accept you as a company to go and put your stuff on the shelves unless you keep the shelves stocked. So therefore, it's got to be stocked, but none of it's going to sell. So they just take it away and put new stuff in its place. Well, where's all that stuff going? It ain't going in the homeless mouths. It ain't going in fucking poor people's mouths. It ain't going in African poor, starving people's mouths. It's going in the fucking bin. Yeah.
Yeah, so Doug, you're right.
The reason it costs £4 for a sandwich in a garage is because they throw it all away at the end of the day. That's why it costs £4 for the sandwich. But like you said, if they charged you £1 for the sandwich, they'd sell 40 sandwiches. But when they charge £4 for a sandwich, they sell one sandwich. You know what I mean? That's the way it works. And it's like they will not, it's like Apple, £1,000 for a phone. So, you know, a lot of people won't buy them, you know, but it doesn't matter because the few that do make up for those that will never, you know. So it's like, yeah.
That's why you have a contract and they're always like 2 years or something, aren't they? So, because 2 years on a contract, 50 quid or whatever it is, you've paid for it. You pay for that phone, which is then obsolete. It's a throwaway society.
Yeah, who's gone into a garage and seen this company called the Cornwall, was it a Cornish Pasty Company? Yeah. And it's like you look down, it's like, oh, little pasty like that, and it's like, oh, that'll be £4, please, sir. And it's like you just walk away laughing, like, you know. And every time you come there, they're all there, and at the end of the night, they're all thrown away. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, great. All that food, for chump, straight into the bin. Why they even bother heating it up? What you do is you get a delivery comes in the morning, right? With a big fucking lorry, and it should tip itself up, and like all that stuff should just slide straight into the bin. Cut out the middleman, cut out the fucking garage and the heating it up and putting it on display. You should just get a fucking big lorry come and just dump it into a bin. It'd just save a lot of fucking messing around, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's like you know when they said like they're going to cut X amount, was it 4 pence on petrol or whatever it was? Did you notice you didn't really see that at all? They didn't cut that. They just fucking put the prices up, and then all of a sudden, about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week, they've cut it down by a penny or 2 pennies. Oh, it's gone down again. Still ain't seen me £4, you cunt.
Yeah. And what's all this with the supermarkets? They're supposed to be cheaper, aren't they? Because they're all doing it for you, and it's all cheaper for you, sir, for you, looking after you. Asda, Co-op, Tesco's, most expensive, Morrison's, most expensive fuel out there a lot of the time. I very rarely these days, if ever, see one that is comparable with the cheapest price fuel that's out there, that you know there's a garage, oh, they're cheap, you know, and it's like they're always like 5, 7, 10 pence more. You know, and these are supermarkets. They're not even trying to hide it. They're like, you know, they're not even trying to hide how they're ripping you off.
round here, I mean, Tesco's and Asda's are fairly all right. Because compared to BP and Esso, BP are a fucking nightmare. They
And
just
Shell.
put it up.
Oh,
Shell! I don't even touch Shell. They can fuck right off.
Fucking Shell? Are you fucking kidding?
Mate,
I stop at Shell garages for the toilet. I look at the prices and laugh and walk out. I'm like, thanks for the free toilet. Fuck you. I won't spend a penny in fucking Shell garages. I mean, come on, folks. I mean, you've seen how the prices are like.
Yeah, and like, it's not as if they can't. The thing is, it's not as if they can't afford to drop the petrol prices.
It's artificial. It's all bollocks.
It's artificial, yeah.
I went into Wales. I was in Ross on Wye. I drove past a garage. I had to do a double take. I'm like, hang on, I must be seeing things. It was like 142 a litre. I'm like, for diesel. All the other garages are 153, 159. Go to a motorway services, 150, 160, 170. All right, 142. If they're getting it for that price, everyone's getting it for that fucking price. So where's all these prices coming from? It's not from the government. It's not from tax. It's not from duty. It's from the fucking garages ripping you off. They go, oh, we can get it this cheap, but everyone else seems to be fluctuating their prices higher at the moment, so we'll fluctuate ours higher at the moment, you know? And they play these games like they'll put it down for a couple of days and then move it even higher. Or they'll take the fucking, they'll make it cheaper on unleaded and then put that price onto diesel. Yeah, and shit like that. And then they fluctuated the prices up and down because they think, well, this will confuse people. They won't know what's going on. They won't understand it. And they'll think there must be a real reason why the prices are like this. That's the way they think. It's like, you're too stupid to realize you're being ripped off. So if we play around with the prices, you think there must be a real reason why these prices are fluctuating. No, the real reason is the cunts that own the garages are playing fucking games, and they all play at the same prices of the same people in their area. So if one jumps their price up, they'll all jump their prices up. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with how much they're paying for that fuel, right? It's a fucking game between them all, matching each other's prices. It's got fuck all to do with how much they're paying for the fuel.
And they're meant to put the price, if they put the price up or down once a day. I've seen it where they've done it twice. They've literally done it during the day. It's like, you fucking what? There's no logic to it other than we want to make more money. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And the problem is you don't get many, if any. Well, there must be one or two out there, but you don't get any any garages which are not run by the major companies now. You used to get the little ones, didn't you? You used to, like a village or somewhere, they used to have petrol. It was quite low. It was lower than the others, but you don't even get that now.
Yeah. And you get like driving back late the other night, and it was like there was a bloody Tesco's, and they have their signs on. So, like, it's telling you the price of the fuel, and you drive in, and it's all got road cones. Well, during the daytime, all those things will take your card, and you can pay by card. But at night time, no, sir, we're closed now. It's like, well, hang on. It's electronic. What does it matter? There's garages near me where the pumps are just there, and it's 24/7. It's just a card payment with card. So you're telling me that Tesco's have to close at night but not allow you to use the pumps at night when it's electronic? What's all that about? What the fuck is that about? And they keep their signs on, making you think they're fucking open. So you drive in there and you go, oh, fuck off. I mean, come on, tell me, how many of you have been driving down the road and gone, I need fuel, I'm going in there, oh, it's fucking closed. But the sign's on. The lights are on the sign, and the fucking numbers are on the sign. If anyone had any decency, they would turn the sign off. So you're driving down the road, you go, there's a Tesco's. Oh, the sign's off. Yeah, I can't go in there. They keep the sign on. So you drive in and go, and have to turn the fucking car around and fucking do 3-point fucking turns, right? I mean, that should be illegal. You know, if you're not open, turn the fucking sign off. Yeah. Does that make sense? I mean, it just like in my strange world of weird ideas, like, you know, I would love to see it illegal for a garage to operate if they don't have a toilet. Yeah. Because how many times have you gone into a garage needing a piss? Like, all right, and you walk in the shop and you look around, you go, have you got a toilet? No. And you go, fuck you then, and walk out, because I'm not buying your fuel. I am not fucking paying for a fucking, I don't say this to them, obviously, but this is what I'm thinking, is like, I'm not paying for a fucking single penny's worth of fuel or food in your fucking establishment if you're not going to give me comfort of having a piss. Fuck you. Yeah.
No, you're right.
I was thinking about it today. There should be a thing. The councils or the government should say, right, all garages have got 6 months to now comply. You either have a toilet, it can be an indoor toilet, or it can be an outdoor portable plastic toilet. Yeah. But within 6 months, if you haven't got one, then you've got two choices. You either do not trade, or you pay a £5,000 fine per month until you get one.
Per month? Fuck off. A week?
Yeah. You know, come on. You know, you like to make money, but you don't want to give people a service. I went to a massive fucking co-op. It was like petrol pumps outside and a fucking huge co-op. It was like, bleh! But in all this massive space they had, funnily, they didn't have the space for a toilet. That wasn't part of the plan when they made this petrol station. It wasn't even a glimmer on the fucking horizon. It wasn't even a distant fucking twinkle in the eye of your grandfather. No toilet. Stuff for sale, perishables all over the shelves, which nobody's going to buy because it's too expensive, because it's a fucking garage. It's not a supermarket, it's a garage, right? So 80% of that stuff is going to get thrown away. That's on all those shelves. Because it's not going to sell. And that's why the prices are high. And where's the toilet? Fuck your toilet. Where's your money? Yeah? That's the way they think. So I go, fuck your money. I ain't fucking spending a penny. And I always leave fucking rude fucking things on Google reviews. I say, you know, high prices fuel, high prices fucking shit. Where's the toilet? Boom. I'm always leaving those on fucking Google. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You know? Unbelievable. Even garages on fucking dual carriageways. You pull in, you know, it's like, well, got a toilet? Nah. It's like, well, why are you fucking here then? You're just here to sell me fucking fuel. What about my bladder? Unbelievable. It should be made illegal. It should be like, no, if you don't have a fucking toilet, you can't fucking make money. And we'll fine you, or you shut down and fuck off out of town.
Yeah.
You know, it's like daylight fucking robbery. It's like you got a highwayman going, come on, then, give us your fucking money. And you go, but can I just sit down for a second and relax my legs? No, give us your fucking money. Give us your fucking money. It's like that, you know? Where's the fucking toilet? Come on, folks. You know. I mean, is it that much of a stretch to kind of like say that is that a reasonable or an unreasonable idea? You know, if you're a garage and you can literally build the pumps, you can build the shop. Why can't you build a toilet? Why? Yeah.
That's better. I'm unmuted now. You're right. Yeah. I did a little private video of petrol stations around my area. I've not put it up or nothing yet. Didn't know whether to or not, but yeah, talk about prices. Round Manchester, they decided not to display the prices for some reason. So what I did, I started pulling out my DDI pocket and started filming what's going on and doing a little documentary about the prices of fuel and they're not going up and stuff like that. Keep going up and not showing the prices. Each time they show a price, I don't show the prices for some reason. So I started going into the major supermarkets who were made mostly and asking them, and guess what they were all saying? Oh, yeah, we know the display's not on, it's broken. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what the other ones said and stuff like that. You know what, mate?
They all copy each other. If one does
yeah.
it, they'll all start doing it. Yeah, because they think that you're stupid enough to go in there and then just, oh, I need petrol. I'll just get some. I'll just get some. Oh, was it £50 per litre? Oh, I didn't realise. Jesus. Oh, Jesus, if only I'd known. It's like, come on.
Yeah, so I went in filming, yeah, like covert filming and told them what's what, and some of them I explained on my YouTube and just making inquiries about why they've not showing the prices on the board. And then after going to a few, like I say, petrol stations and they're not showing the displays, mainly supermarkets, say, I went to a Shell and they had their prices up there, no problem, in the same area and everything. Then I went to I think it might have been a Total, and they had their sign out, believe it or not. But guess what? Have a guess.
What was it?
The people there working on the sign, fixing it as soon as it's gone out. So I went up to him.
I gotta go because dog's going mental for something. Hang on.
Yeah, no worries. So I went up to him. They didn't want to be on camera or nothing, but managed to get him to speak off camera and explain. And I've also explained what's going on in the video itself. I said, how long does it take to fix these signs? I went, well, we took this sign down and rebuilt it within a day. Know what I mean? I went, oh, bleeding hell, because then you loads of work because there's loads of supermarkets down here that aren't working. Know what I mean? And the week after, I was just passing all them same supermarkets, and guess what? The signs were working again. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And obviously, people came out while I was filming. Obviously, there's like shops on some forecourts. Some forecourts didn't have shops. When the people came out of the shops asking, what are you doing? What are you filming? I was just like saying, same thing. I'm a YouTuber, I'm filming this and filming that. And having word with customers and saying, have you noticed the prices going up? Some of them did, some of them not. And yeah, asking about the screen going off. No, yeah, it's been off for a while. Know what I mean? It's an interesting documentary thing I made, but obviously it's not quality, if you know what I mean, at the same time. So that's why not put it out. But it's interesting how I tell them I'm a YouTuber and what I'm doing, and they didn't stop me filming. They didn't say stop or anything like that, so I carried on. But like I say, a week later, somehow they all got fixed.
Oh, how strange.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm not a big YouTuber or nothing like that, but they might have thought, oh yeah, we can't take the chance here. Someone's goes to expose us or something. Let's get our socks in gear. But it seems strange how they all thought the same idea, get the sign fixed within a week.
Yeah, it is a bit strange.
Yeah.
What's that old saying? There's none more stupid than those that don't want to know. Yeah. And it's like acting dumb, like these companies like, oh yeah, prices are high. Oh yeah, it's the price we've got to pay from our supplier. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
But I believe there's a new thing coming out within the law now. They get fined if they don't display the actual price of the market straight away on within, I think it's half an hour. They've got to display the prices these days. Or coming soon, it'll be like legal law or something.
Yeah, did you hear my thing about saying it should be illegal for garages to operate if they don't have a toilet? Because you pull in, you get out your car, you go in the building, so you're in there, so they want you to then spend money to shop. But where's the toilet then? Well, I came here for a toilet. If you've got a toilet, I'll buy something. If you ain't got a fucking toilet, I ain't buying nothing. I'm not going to fill my car. I'm not going to buy any shit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's fucking common sense. No, I'll fucking go down the road. I'll go to the next garage. Do you have a toilet? Nope. Well, I'll go to the next garage. Do you have a toilet? Nope. And then if 3 or 4 of them don't have fucking toilets, I'll go in a bush. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm not spending a penny. You want my money? Give me a fucking toilet.
Yeah, that reminds me of a time I went to this place. It was something to do with Manchester Council, yeah? I can't say too much.
Go bed.
And I had business there before, so our Manchester City Council had or whatever, they sometimes ignore you, so you go back to the same place, don't you? Obviously, you had the contact there before. So I went to the same building, and apparently they weren't there no more. So I went, okay then, they're not here, but I need a toilet, so can I use the toilet? Because it's a business block with other firms in there. They went, no, because you got no access in here. I went, well, I had business here, but obviously the firm you told me has moved out now. So can I use your toilet because I desperately need it? They went, no. I went, okay then. I don't condemn what I do now, next or nothing, but obviously nature calls, and as I go out of the building, there's like building work going over in the back, and there's like a pathway where you walk down the boards and stuff like that. So I go to the corner there, do my business. Security guard comes over. Yeah, what you doing? This and that. I said, I just told you. I had business at your premises there, and you deny me access to your toilet, and medical needs need me to do what I needed to do. Yeah, okay, if you're naming this and that, I said, well, you've gone past that stage now. You could have asked for all that before. Know what I mean? Let me use the toilet when you found out that my business, what I came to see, is not there no more. Because I was there on a business trip, and you wouldn't let me use the facilities. On his phone and on his radio, should say, and so I said, just walked away, just left him. Know what I mean? I don't condemn peeing in public or nothing, but I was there on business needs, and they have toilets used there for people who've got business at the location.
If you gotta have a piss, you gotta have a piss.
This
Yeah.
is another thing. This is another thing about the UK. Yeah?
It's like
Come
if I
on.
turned up the same building, doing go up. I go up to the building, and there's a notice on the door saying we're closed today. Yeah, so I can't do my business with the people I'm there to see. But if I need the facilities, because I was there to do some business with clients in the same building, I should be access to their toilets.
Well, I think Britain is probably one of the worst countries in the world for fucking facilities, because I've been to other countries like France and Belgium and Germany, and like all the garages have toilets, right? And like we don't. It's like, what? Do British people have really big, like, bowels that can store piss or something and shit? Are we different? Are we like superheroes, and we've got like the Doctor Who's TARDIS? Like, I can hold 7 days worth of shit and piss, in my stomach. Literally, it's like a TARDIS in there. Is that how we are in the UK? Or is it that we are just so fucking sheepish to stand up and say, I demand a fucking toilet, yeah? Because my bladder is going to burst. And if you won't let me go to the toilet now, I will piss you on your fucking carpet. Yeah? Is that what it's going to take? Is that what it's going to fucking take in this country, for people to actually stand up and say, I need a fucking piss. Where are the fucking toilets? Yeah? And you know what, a lot of places they go like, oh, there's a pub down the road. It's like, yeah, but it's a pub. I'm meant to pay. I'm meant to do trade in there to use their fucking toilet, and I'm here at your business. Where's your fucking toilet for your trade? You're telling me to spend my money down there to use the toilet down there, but I'm not spending my money with you. Disconnect. There's a fucking disconnect. It's like, and I swear in the UK, it's almost like as if places and people, they're like, nah, we don't want fucking toilets because that means we'll have to clean it up and we'll have to do something. So we're not cleaning it. I'm not cleaning that up. I'm not doing anything to do that. It's like, yeah, but the same pricks who make those sorts of decisions, like, I'm not having a toilet in my establishment because it'll be too much trouble, also are the same fucking idiots who then are driving down the motorways who can't find fucking places to go and have a piss. Yeah?
Can you just say about
exist.
Mitch Seymour's comment there? Yeah, there's places in Manchester. There used to be quite a few underground toilets, and they've closed them. Used to be open to the public.
Yeah.
And fair enough, they might have started charging people to use the toilets. I think it was 5p or something.
Mm.
So how much were they making, especially when people were ducking underneath the barrier? They weren't making much money out of that. So one of the actual toilets now, underground toilets, is being transformed. Is it a barber's or a cafe or a takeaway like that? So i.e. it's making rent money for the council? Yeah.
But does it actually still have a toilet you can go to? No.
Tell you the truth, I've not been in there to find out, but it'd be interesting to find out that, actually.
That's like Liverpool Street Station, isn't it? If you want to piss there, you got to fucking pay. Oh, well, last time I was like 20p or something.
Am I right here? In just tell me, am I going crazy, right, in saying this, right? Has anybody noticed that these days you're driving down a motorway or an A road or a B road, and there's some bloke standing there with his cock in his hand, pissing, right? Now, I would choose to do it like round the back of somewhere, but like now you just got people standing there just going in view of all the cars. Yeah. Now, why do you think that's happening? Why is that happening? Has anybody noticed that? Am I the only person who has seen? And I'm assuming these might be people from other countries who have like slightly relaxed rules, and they're like, "Fuck this! I'm going to piss, but I'm not just going to piss around the corner where you can't see me. I'm just going to piss in plain view, where you can see me, on the roads." Why is that a thing in the UK? Why? Would it be because there's no fucking toilets anywhere? There's no fucking toilets anywhere?
No, exactly.
Would it possibly be that?
And they're probably doing it because there's a drain system there. Know what I mean?
Well, you can piss up the side of your car, can't you, as well? Legally, you can piss up on the, was it the passenger
on
back
the wheel?
Wheel, yeah.
Yeah. But like, have you seen people pissing more in the last 5-10 years? People on the side of the road just pissing on the side of the road. Have you seen more of these people? Yeah, but I never saw this 20 years ago. But it's like 10 years ago to 5 years ago. Now it's quite common to see people having a piss on the side of the fucking road.
No, I've not seen that actually, to tell you the truth. Often.
You haven't seen that?
No.
I've seen it loads of times. I literally have seen it loads of times. Driving down the dual carriageway, they pulled into a lay-by and they're just having a slash.
They're standing right next to the car, pissing out so everyone can see them. They're not even trying to hide it.
Maybe just a sudden thing. Know what I mean? You're both from down south, I'm from up north.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not drag related up to our place yet. That act.
Right.
But saying that, I was at a job centre a couple of years ago, yeah. Coming out of there, I'm like, oh, shocked. Actually, stepped back as I came out the door, and I turned around, called the security, I went, look, can't you do something like that for these? Can't you do something? Let him use your facilities. There's a mother there with an infant over the grid, doing the business, pants down, everything. In view of everyone going round public. Know what I mean? And they had business at job centres like. Know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I worked in the garage.
Crazy.
A lady came in. She said, "Can I use the toilet?" And I said, "I've been told expressly no." I said, "If it was me, you'd be welcome to come in, but like the fucking manager lives right next to the garage and he looks out of his fucking window to see what's going on. If I let you go in there, he said he will sack us." And he's not even messing about, you know, he's horrible, like, and he will. So I said, I can't. Yeah. So she went, all right then. And she went out and the kid took a shit in the middle of the forecourt. Not even around the corner, right? Literally just in the middle of all the pumps, just like, yeah. And the thing is, I can't blame her because I was only telling her what I was told to say. I said to her, I apologize. I would let you in there, right? Why not? But this is the problem, you see. It creates this tension, you know, where you've got to say no. You know, by law, every business has to have a toilet for the workers. So there's a toilet there, yeah. But the public are not allowed to use it. It's for the workers because by law, the workers have to have a toilet. So why don't they have a law that says the public have to have a toilet? Yeah. If it's law for business, why can't it be law for the public? You know? Why?
Right. I'm going to call it a night now anyway. Yeah. I'm totally knackered, like I said.
And you know me, because I end up going in fucking buildings all over the place because I've tried several garages on the way to an Explorer and there's fuck all there. So I end up taking a shit in a fucking building. Yeah. You see it a lot in my videos. Yeah.
I've never had to take a shit in a building. I had a piss many times.
Yeah.
But I could vouch for it. I say, mate, you're all right. Yeah, I've just got to go nip for a fucking, you know, number 2.
Yeah.
I must admit, I have had a pee in an empty building, and it was upstairs, yeah? And as I was walking down the stairs, I noticed there was a leak that wasn't there before. Yeah, I wonder what that was. So I have to dodge the leak on the way down.
Mind you, half the buildings we go into, the toilets are fucking gone already. What can you do?
Yeah.
Well,
But no, I mean, it's where I took the leak, made it leak where I had to actually walk down. So that's one to remember. Make sure you don't do your business above the stairs.
Well, I was in an abandoned building. John was there, and I was like looked out to the window at the view below, and then like there's this fucking stream of piss just coming down in front of my head, like Jordan.
Luke, I've got that on video somewhere. That's fucking brilliant. That was. It was like I'm filming.
I was like,
it's just a
what?
stream.
What the fuck? It's just nearly pissing on my head.
It's just a fucking stream coming out of a window. I'm like, okay.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Aye. Right. Good night, everyone. Stay safe till next time. Bye bye. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, John.
Fix these fucking computers. I'm going to go to bed. I'm turning them off now. I'm fucking at it. Fuck them.
Are you ready for the wave? The famous wave? Go for it. Hey!